And don't forget, hit click, like, and subscribe, and hit that red button or that little bell in the right side of the corner so you'll be notified when our new episodes drop every week at noon on Wednesdays. You are now watching Femme Queen Crazy, Sexy, Cool.
What's up? Welcome back to Femme Queen Crazy.
Sexy.
Cool.
We up in here. We up here, ladies. You look good.
I love the flower. Day. Shout out to Day.
Yeah.
Remember him?
Oh, yeah. Day did it today. Day did these mugs today.
Yes, he did.
Thank you. Well, ladies, you know we always got a toast. I think we're going to switch it up this week to our continued success and expansions.
Yes. And
Yeah, go.
I just want to say, I'm just so proud of us, like the people that we're bringing forth, that we have last season and this season. Like, we are really setting the standards high. And the people are coming out. I love y'all and, to continue success.
Yes, I love my girls. This week has been tiring, but it has been something that I haven't even dreamed that I would be in these type of places, around this type of energy. I've been stuck around, I would say, my past for a very long time. So I'm living.
I love that.
That was a statement.
You got to be careful. Excuse me. Look at me. You got to...
That liquor would get you.
You got to be careful what you ask for, because I was just saying, like, a couple of weeks ago, I was like, child, I'm bored. Like, I knew things were coming, and I would be like, today I'm just in my head because I feel like I'm not doing anything. And then I be, you feel like, every day you need to do something. And I remember my friends and my mother be like, okay, bitch, you're going to be praying for these days because, and now I have no days off. And I'm like, just want to lay down today. But I'm thankful.
That's how I feel. How you feel, sissy?
I'm a little bit, worn out. The week has
She's at the door. She's ready to go.
Booze. No, I mean, with finals coming up, I'm about to move. I got
Congratulations.
So, like, those things are, like, at the forefront. I want to ace my finals so I could kind of breathe. And that's, like, at the forefront of my mind, like, get your finals done. So I will be on Do Not Disturb this whole week.
Except for Tuesday at 7 o'clock.
Yes.
One more piece of footage.
Bitch, the attire, bitch, the clothes gotta be, bitch. I was telling this happened the last time. I'm like, girl, I know my house is giving, bitch, put that up, please. Because it's giving, I gotta wear this today, I gotta wear this tomorrow, I gotta photo shoot today. I'm like,
Oh
bitch.
my God, it's gonna be so much fun. Are you all looking forward to this week together?
I'm definitely looking forward to it, but I do know it's time for me. I have to call somebody because I need some new clothes. No shade. I need something new. I'm like, babe, I need some new effects.
What about a stylist?
Yeah, where are you, stylist?
Okay, people always ask me who's styling me. I style myself, but I'm open to it.
Yes.
There's some stylists out there. You got some pieces.
Yes.
Hit me up.
Yeah. But
So-
what about, you did something with John Legend, I see.
Oh, wow. You took it there? I almost like, I haven't really even, we've been so busy that like, I haven't really had the chance to let that fully set in. It was an amazing experience. I went to LA last year and we went to John Legend's house. It was really, really good. He actually cooked. I love the food. I'm not going to say anything wrong because you might watch, but it was great food. It was a great atmosphere, and I met some amazing advocates, and we talked about the importance of pretrial freedom, and it was like a weird circle moment for me. Like, I went from eating crackhead soups and beef sticks.
Wait, hold up, bitch. What is crackhead soup?
Ooh.
What is
Okay,
that?
so it's a street terminology for ramen soup. Ramen don't get me.
Bitch, can I
But anyway.
crackhead for ramen soup was dang.
Yes,
Wait,
well,
crackhead
that's how
soup.
we used to survive when I was out there in the street. It is a part of my narrative. But I went from eating ramen soup and like beef sticks to actually years later sitting across the table from John Legend and having an organic conversation about ways that we can change the prison industrial complex so that families who are impacted or justly impacted can actually bail out without having excruciating high levels of bail. They can get home and be a part of community because when we look at these policies that are in place, those who have the power to call the policy are looking at it from a lens of their safety, but not what's safe for the person in that community, especially LGBTQ folks who have to go to jail and experience that. You know, we're not saying that if you do the time, you don't do the crime, but allow us the opportunities to have liberty so we can fight the justice system with our families and don't be separated. And it is a construct that continues to impact Black marginalized communities. So that was a great, 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 great conversation. I was able to talk about a little bit of my story and my journey from prison to home.
That was amazing.
It was our
Yeah.
story. It was beautiful.
Thank you for bringing that up. Like sometimes we don't pause and give ourselves like, or remind ourselves of the amazing things that we're doing. I know you're tired of me saying it, but I'm going to say it anyway. Like your journey back to the stage is something that inspires me and pushes me. And when you said that you're tired of being around the past, like when I'm around women that are actually about moving things forward and stepping into their dreams, it pushes me to continue. So that's why I love y'all so much.
Absolutely. And the gala the other night.
Ooh,
Let's
yes.
talk about
Shout out to
BTFA,
the
the gala.
gala.
That was
Yes,
beautiful.
the gala was fab, baby. We came done in our little flowers.
Okay.
Okay.
I saw
Not this
so
flower. I
many
ain't have one of these
beautiful
flowers. I had on a different
people.
flower.
It was so many beauties.
But I intentionally wore these flowers today because my guest, I think that she deserves all the flowers.
Yes.
That
And
this
she's
was
going to get them here
intentional.
today.
We got one for y'all today. Hold on a minute, baby. It's going to
Hold
get
on to
hot.
your
This woman don't even speak out. You know, so this is really, really a blessing that she chose this space to share her story.
Oh, I'm so, like you said, we've been coming out the gate swinging.
Okay. And this is
And a
it's
couple
up,
of
it's,
keys.
it's up and it's
Oh, we got
stuck.
a couple of keys.
We did have a key. Little Kim was a key. I'll
Oh
ask
my
her.
gosh, she is she's such like, I love her creativity, her energy. She's just so, she infects a room with her bubbly personality. I love
Yeah,
her.
that episode was fun.
Because we was keying.
Everyone was we had a lot of fun.
She said, what? She said, I don't remember. What the fuck? It's hard.
You had lost her.
Nah. Yeah.
You know,
Okay.
as I get older now, it's funny. You had asked me a question last time when we did the questions, when we asked our different questions, and you asked me how do I feel about the video that circulates with me and Dee Dee, and we were having conflict on camera. And, that brings me to the question of now, like, versus how you dealt with conflict in the community. Like, if the community is small, I mean, big but small, like, when something happened, it just kind of circulates and like people make it bigger than what it is. And I know, like, before I used to react to things instead of just like pulling up on like your friend or your sister or something and being like, this is not how this was meant to be or whatever. I learned to deal with conflict now and setting boundaries in a different way. I can go head on instead of just letting it manifest and, become something bigger. And before, I really didn't have the tools to do that. I would just, get in my femme queen bag. Like, do you think that you deal with things different now as you get, more mature, or is it still like, bitch, it's a trigger if something happens, you go in?
I think for me it's a journey, right? And it's almost about, it's about accountability, right? When we have conflict with other people, 9 times out of 10, we're not actually sitting in the part that we played. And more often than not, we don't want to open it because if we admit that, then we admit that we've done something, right? And you always want to be right in your conflict because I'm right, you're wrong, and it's the same way. So when you take accountability for who you are and what you've done, you're able to grow and to heal. And we say these things about conflict like, oh, hurt people hurt people. That's just how we do it. And I don't think that that's accurate. I think that a hurt person who hurt you will never return to help heal you. So you are responsible for your healing, and that comes with accountability. And those are the tools that I use when I have conflict. I always look at the part that I played in it, and I'm willing to own up to it.
I believe that hurt people do hurt people.
I definitely think that.
I think they just, like you said, they don't know how to treat you. So I think we expect the relationship to be the same because you have a relationship. You got to remember that that person is hurt, and I started to look at people much clearer than when I was younger. I was giving them my heart and falling in love from the door because I wanted them to love me back. But I started to learn that it's a lot of hurt people that walk around that don't have an understanding how to heal. And I wasn't upset at them or upset arguments with. I more just so stayed away because I felt at some point in my life I felt like I can't heal everybody and I have to focus on me first. That's where I'm at in my life. I'm at this point of just bettering my version of myself.
And that's where it begins because, like I said, someone who hurt you 9 times out of 10 is not going to return to help heal you. Mm-hmm. You're responsible for your healing, and how we do that is almost like getting a cut, right? And without the right treatment, it becomes an infection, and it'll sit there and it'll fester. And what happens is people get hurt and they don't have the right treatment. And sometimes treatment could be in the form of your friend, somebody who you trust, somebody who you could hold you accountable, not the person who's going to say, yeah, girl, you was right, F her and all that. The person's going to say, no, girl, you was wrong. Mm-hmm. Or, you sitting with that and understanding what you've done. And sometimes when you say hurt people, that's that infection. An infection has a way of traveling to the next person. And now the next person got an infection, and they don't like this person because, oh, well, I don't fuck with her because of this, and that. And the person may not have even met her, don't know her, never spoken to him or they, and all of a sudden now they have their wall up, they're infected with this hurt, and you're just hurting people. The only way you are going to heal from your hurt is by internalizing, being accountable, and that takes guts. That takes the willingness to be open, and it's not easy. It's not easy.
Yeah, because at some point, operating in trauma is a choice, and it's also a choice to heal. So you got to make that decision.
Some people don't understand this, like you have a reason to heal. Some people don't have a reason to do better.
Life, because life is going to keep life. And one thing I learned is life is going to keep life. And baby, because
some people feel like in their heart, there's nothing better than where they're at today. And regardless
right,
of
see, that's the problem.
It is.
And that's the thing.
I see that a lot of people sit in that trauma, so they don't want to heal from it because it's comfortable. And even for myself, when I first, even the guys I dated, I was dating these guys specifically because I knew they couldn't get a hold of me. I loved them to the point to be with them, but not to the point of I knew my worth, because I was dating guys that I knew it was a lot of trauma. He was broken. It was a lot of. So I said I dated with trauma before.
And and that's the thing, because we want so much for the person. We want that love. We want this thing that we want. Meanwhile, we haven't fully healed. And most people enter into relationships with other people with that unhealed trauma, and it plays out. Some friendships connect still, and they have trauma bonds. And all they can do is sit around and talk about their situation without actually trying to figure out what's the best way to change the situation. And when you said that, like, some people don't have any other choice. Yes, you do. But you have to you have to really internalize and be accountable. That shit sucks when you're accountable for shit, and when you're trying to heal, you really have to sit with yourself, and that takes a lot of work. Healing work takes a lot of work, and it's an ever-growing process. It's an ever-growing process, and I don't want to get biblical. How do you forgive? If you forgive 7 times, 70 times 70. Healing and forgiveness is a thing that you have to continue to do, right? Because I could forgive you right now, go home, and then think about it and be upset about it. So I have to forgive you again, and I have to know that it's okay. It's okay to heal. It's okay to forgive. It's okay to move on, because that's how you close doors. And when you get these relationships with these guys and they hurt you, most people go from one relationship to the next, or one relationship to the next, and they're passing on this infection.
I feel like it's always the unknown. You're unsure what the other side look like. So I would see the corner boys go back to the corner every day, and I was confused because you was always going back to drama. The corner and the hood is the drama. And there was a lot of men going back there every day. That was their complete life. And that's why I feel like people stay there. They don't know how to leave.
I don't agree with that.
Okay.
I think that, they go back to the corner because that's their means of survival. And there's a system in place that puts them there where that's the only thing they can do.
Well, that
and
means
they
you're
go
talking
to
about
the corner.
like the drug dealer.
Yeah, but what corner boy you talking about?
No, I said the corner boys on the corner. I'm not talking about the drug man. I'm talking about the people that go there just to go there. They know
They're
exactly
used
what's
doing
that?
something that they're used to.
They go to the corner. Y'all don't come on.
Yeah.
We're from New York City.
I think
we're
they both
on
could
every
be true.
corner. I'm not saying that there aren't drug boys, but I'm also talking about everyone.
Just people
I'm
to-
not specifically talking about.
Oh, you
drug
mean like
people.
not a specific
And that's still a
corner.
problem, though. You're literally not even
Wasting
making
life.
enough to even live better, and you're going there on this corner every day. That's still trauma. That's not a way. That's a way it means, but it's not good.
No, I'm not saying it's good,
But
but
that's what I was talking about. It's the fact that you go there every day and you do the same thing. You're going back into trauma. That is a choice that some people don't know how to walk away from because that's their comfortability.
It's a comfortable, yeah.
But was they given the right tools to get out of there?
They know
You
it's
s-
out of there. You start to see that it's out of there.
But
You
they
start to-
don't
that's
know.
what
People don't know.
They don't
Some
have
people
the
don't know.
tools.
Jealousy. That's how jealousy happens. You see the guy that gave you the drugs in the car. You said drugs, right? The guy that drives up in a Rolls Royce and he hands you the package to sell for him. You know there's better. You just handed.
But you know, like your perception is your
There's
reality.
better. He handed you
like,
that, but he still handed you drugs.
I'm
So
not
we're not going to
saying-
talk about. We're not going to say drugs. He pulls up in the Rolls Royce. First of all, if you in the hood and you in the Rolls Royce living in the projects, something is definitely
No one
wrong.
said that he was living there. I said he was dropping off the package, so he definitely had a house.
But how do you know? Did you date him?
I'm just
I'm
confused.
talking about just my perspective on what I grew up around. I don't know where, but in the hood, the guys had nicer cars. The guys who were the drug dealers, actually the drug dealer, like I would say the kingpin. He had the nice car. Yeah.
So then, getting back to the people who actually go to the same trauma every day, what if they don't have the tools to do it? Like to do anything other than that? Like,
or they
We
think they
all
don't.
have the tools. Like, we
Yeah,
all
but
have
some
tools,
people
and
don't
we know how
realize
to
that they
read.
have the tools. Like some people, they feel like that's their reality. I've met people who felt like when I said I'm gonna do such and such, or I'm gonna travel, or I'm gonna become this, they're like, that's fake. Like they feel like that's not real. Like they be like, oh,
Yes.
you're like, they don't believe that that's a reality. So some people don't, feel like they can be more than what they are.
And
I'm
they
not
pour
saying
that
that.
on
I
you.
never said that they can. I'm talking about I'm talking about the people that it's comfortable.
Yeah,
It's
it's
comfortable.
the
That's
same. We're
what I
saying the
was
same
saying.
yeah,
thing.
some people
Yeah,
do.
that's what I
Yeah,
was
we
saying.
all. But my thing is like they get comfortable with that because it becomes a routine.
Yeah,
Like, it's
and they
what
don't
they
know
know to
that there's
do.
anything other than
Right.
that. Well, they don't
do
believe that there's
know.
anything other than that.
They don't
for
That's
believe
them.
the
that. They
thing.
believe it. They see it, but they don't have worth to know that they could do it.
So then, how
That's
do we?
the thing.
How
They
do
don't
we
think that
eradicate
they can do it.
All right, how do we eradicate that? Again, it
You
starts
hear
with
like that,
it starts with
healing different.
internalized.
You have to pass out that positive energy to others.
But healing
That's
is a
that good morning,
choice.
this,
Like I
that,
said,
hug.
healing is also a choice.
It
So-
is, and sometimes, like I said, it's a ever increasing thing. Like you have to be committed to healing.
Some people
Because
just
you-
think that like they're just gonna like things are just gonna happen over and over again, not realizing that there's a lesson that you need to learn from the things that
every
happen. And if you
situation.
don't learn the lesson, then it's gonna repeat itself. So
And that is the unmitigated truth, because if you don't learn, it's a saying that says, "Those who fail to remember are doomed to repeat."
let's like the low, honey. Y'all done got me all deep and
I
shit.
think it was the
deep.
drink,
Went to the
baby.
corner.
They,
We
they
went to
started
the
off. They went right to
corner.
the okay. The corner. I'm like the what?
We went to
Is we
the
talking about the
soups and
drug?
ramen
What is we
noodles.
talking about,
Drug dealers, kingpins.
bitch?
The Rose Boys.
Jeez. let's get
Jackie
off
had
the
it wrong.
streets. Let's get off the
Jackie had it
streets. Let's talk about dating. Let's talk about dating. I don't know, Tabytha, what you could offer to this conversation because I don't know what your dating history is because really we only talk about your marriage to your husband.
And it's been a very successful marriage.
Girl, as we know it's some
And
ups
how
and
many
downs.
kids?
Girl,
Okay,
please.
15. They've been together 13 years, got 15 kids. Let me stop because they be thinking we coming for Tabytha. We're not coming
No,
for
we
Tabby.
all
We
love
love
Tabby.
Tabby.
No, I've been blessed. One thing that I will say is that.
But tell us about the downs, girl. We hear about all the ups. Tell us, I want to hear some good shit.
Listen, no, I know that Asia did ask something, and it was the most purest moment that I could like ever have with with someone who because I normally keep my marriage private. And Asia had asked a question, my husband happened to overhear it. And as I was like, nah, I don't think I should talk about that, he was like, why not? And it gave me the courage to say, girl, that my marriage has been successful because I'm learning how to deal with someone who's on the spectrum. You know? And for those who understand, like, it's very vulnerable for me to say that, but my husband is the best thing that ever happened to me. He allows me to create a world for myself, and he adds to it, and he doesn't take away. I can go out and do things like this, do the things that I know that's going to make a better life for us, and he fully supports it. Like he fully supports it. And not everybody has that opportunity to have that support like that. So when I stand on my marriage, it's because I know that it's possible. And to every black trans woman that's out there, you are worthy of love. And you do not have to settle. And they don't have to be this stereotypical guy that everyone says you need to be with. Work with your man. Find a man that's going to support you. All that other stuff about, dating the Butch Queens, I've never dated a Butch Queen.
I ain't even say nothing about that yet.
Yeah, but I know that you will.
She ran that.
Girl,
She was shading the woman.
Okay, she
No,
threw
that
shade.
That came from my husband.
Do you come from your husband, girl?
No,
We
but
love your
no, I
husband.
know,
We
he
hear
loves-
from your husband all day when he calls your phone.
No, he's a kid.
They love each other down,
That's
bitch.
my baby. Listen, and when you girls get y'all men, I'll hear from them too.
My man better not call me that much. No, we gotta take
I don't
that
mind
out.
it.
Like,
I don't mind
our husband trying to get me. No,
He's gonna no. My husband totally loves, like, he's not affiliated with ballroom. He doesn't understand the culture. Thanks to people like you, Simone, Dominique, Rucker, Sean, Asia, like, he's getting acclimated, and he knows that the people who I'm close to, he's learned to open up to that. Like, I have a family. We have our own family, and this is how we connect. So
No, I love it. He makes me laugh. Even the stuff
he
that he
does.
tell you, do your work, Tabitha.
Like,
Do your like, yeah, they
he
on
got
each
tough.
other. They are. I see her do it first. I used to think that it was just him, but she's like that too. She calls him Boots, and she's on him.
Yeah, because I want to make sure he's
so-
okay. Like, this man works hard. He works every day hard. Like, when I leave here, that's why I be rushing to go home. Y'all be talking about I'm late. Bitch, I'm gonna go home to my man.
She be faking. She be trying to get home to that man. She make all these other excuses, honey.
I used to be that thirsty.
I used to be too. Just
I
thirsty.
used to be that thirsty.
I was like that too, but
Why
you
I
gotta.
gotta be thirsty though?
No, that's not a bad thing. Why would you want to thirst
Exactly.
Because I would be thirsty.
So let's talk about why y'all single now.
Oh, not why we say, girl. Let's
First
not
of
do
all,
that, cause
let's not do that.
because then
It's
let's
easy.
really talk, honey.
It's easy. It's really
Fuck all that
easy.
fake shit, because the relationship comes with some shit too.
Yeah.
But no, I don't. I'm single because I have to find the right person, like you said, not to settle. Also, I don't want to be. I did used to do things a little differently, where I felt like I had to speak to this person all day long, and there was a trust thing that I was dealing with too, because I felt like if I wasn't talking to you at certain times, then you might be doing something else, and that was my insecurities and all of that. So I don't want that type of relationship. I want a relationship where you got your own shit going on, I got my own shit going on, and we're building together. And you know what I'm saying? We trust that, so.
No shade.
Yeah, so that's why I'm single, honey. And I didn't feel like I was bringing, at the time, I didn't feel like I was bringing enough to the table because I was still building my table, so I didn't want anything to interrupt that or interfere that, because I do get into people like deep. I can fall into relationships, but I think that I'm a different woman now, and that a relationship would be more productive. Like somebody I can come home and be like, oh, my day was like such and such, whatever.
You can tell the girls I gotta go home.
No, if he knows I'm working, bitch, I'm working. So don't call me all day, because I'm working. You know what I'm saying?
He has to call me I need it. Like a little bit. Like I'm sorry.
That's
Like,
y'all need that.
No, it's not that I need it. It's more so like I want you to be thinking about me, that you call me enough like that. Like
Yes.
that's
When you
what
start
I
getting so busy, that shit is gonna be irky.
No, I'm
No,
gonna be
a
thinking
little
about my
I love
man.
you
Like
text.
I love love.
Yeah,
Like,
that.
I love
Text
love.
me.
Like,
Text me.
that
Don't
type
keep
of-
calling me.
Oh.
Like, yeah.
No, it'll give every hey babe.
Because I'm
I love you,
gonna
kid.
be like, wait, you said what? Okay, and I would never call back again. Because that to me is like, that's my love language. I think it depends what your love language is and what
Now
you like.
I want my man to be busy. Like I like working. I
He
want him
needs
to
to be busy, but you have so many. You have
Well,
so
if
many
he busy, how y'all gonna
electronics.
spend time together if y'all
bitch
both
when we
busy?
come home
He
after
can't call you every
work.
day?
Take me on a vacation.
Wait, he can't call you every day.
Take me away. Take me away. Take me away. But the question was, since she jumped into an Asia, because I know you have had this situation, but what you
Oh,
feel about the
no.
girls and butch queens? Do you think that the girls can date butch queens and have a successful relationship? Or what's some of your experiences from dating
Well, that's
butch
a
queens?
really long, crazy thing. But I will start to say that I do not believe anyone should be dating a butch queen. And I'm saying that like, a butch queen is different from a gay man.
Well, I mean, we can
And
explain
when
to
I
them
say-
what butch queen is.
So butch queen is like the femme queen version for boys. Yeah.
So I'm just saying, when I say butch queen, that's because I'm thinking of ballroom terms, but it is equivalent to a gay male.
And his like
But and is he really gay if he's dating the girls? Like it could be a bisexual male who dwells in the gay community because that's where he's more comfortable at the time. Because you know, with the male, once you date
Why you kidding?
a guy, you're automatically gay.
because she said he's bisexual.
What? You,
Whoa,
oh, you don't
whoa,
think he's
whoa.
bisexual? So if a guy dates
That's
you,
a
he's not
whole
bisexual? No,
nother-
bitch, let's get
That's
into
a
this,
whole
bitch.
nother level. So
So,
wait a minute.
so
You
when he
don't think
dates you,
he's
girl, is he not
I
bisexual?
I think he is whatever he say he is. Like,
Oh my
that's what I
God,
feel
girl.
like.
So if you date a gay
he said
male,
he
right,
was
and
gay
he's
all
like,
his
and he
life.
dates you, and he really likes you, and y'all are into it, and he's
He's
like,
not
I'm gay,
bisexual?
and he keeps saying I'm gay, girl, how does that make you feel about
No,
yourself?
it feels crazy now, but like it'll feel
What?
like it felt like if we're in a long relationship after, like, of course we know each other already. He's still saying he's gay. That's a problem. I'm talking about when you first meet him. Like like you
But
know,
he's
your butch queens are-
bisexual, right?
He didn't say that. He didn't know that before until he met you.
Oh, so you mean you met somebody
These
for the
are
first
butch
time.
queens. We're talking about you. We're talking about butch queens. Butch queens they consider
So-
themselves gay, right?
So it depends because I've dated butch queens who have dated women. You know what I'm saying?
What did
And
they
then they
call
dated
themselves?
men, and then they were considered gay because, you know, once you cross that line with the male in our community, it's like you're gay. Like we just don't, a lot of people tend to not gravitate to the word bisexual.
a
Like they
problem.
automatically feel like it's a temporary thing or something like that. Because I feel like I can't be with, like, if you're just completely gay, then how are you attracted to me? Because bitch, I don't look like no dude.
Wait,
so
so
it's
gay-
like, so what is your
So that's
attraction?
what I
Like
was
you
getting
have to
at.
still have to be attracted to a woman in some type of way.
That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying what they call themselves. What we're thinking in our head, what it should be. We know that's not the true fact of it. He considers himself gay. Like people we even know, I heard them call themselves a gay man.
But I
so
think
if they
this-
call themselves a gay man and then they
exactly
go
why I
to
don't date
you
them.
and then they date you, then they can say, "Hey, maybe I might be bisexual." But before they met you, they were
I
claiming.
don't know.
what-
My butch queen. I mean, that could a butch queen that I've dated when I didn't commit. He went and got married to a gun. Excuse me, woman. Like he got married and had 3 kids. You know what I'm saying? I've had like
turned
so
him
my
different.
experience with
It's her fault.
You turned him different. That's what it's supposed to be.
I'm gonna fuck you out. You turned him different. Yes,
what it's
I got
supposed to
that. I
be.
got
Like,
that. I
that's what
got
it's
that. I'll
supposed to
turn
be.
you out.
He was gay until he met you. Like
No, I think I don't feel that hasn't been my experience. I feel like the ones that I've dated, they were in the gay scene,
I'm
but
talking
they
about what I heard them say. Even ones that you dated, I knew one. And he called himself gay. But that's what I'm talking about. Now, he may not have said that around you or when he met you, but when I met them, while I was around and we all was keen, he called himself a gay man. So that's what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about
Emphasis
what
on
they're
the one
telling
that you was with.
Okay, then we're gonna go back to that.
Well, we don't have to say. We don't.
No,
have
we
to
could go
say
back
that,
to
but I
him.
want to have that conversation. I want to say that because he calls himself a gay man,
Right.
And I'm not saying that, you know, he told you that, but that's what it is outside. So I'm not saying that what we should be, we shouldn't label them gay. I'm not saying that this case. I'm saying what they say they
but
are.
I have
That's
men
why I
that
always
still.
say, I don't really care if you call yourself gay, straight, bisexual. That's what you call yourself. I date who I date. I don't know. Like I don't. For me, I don't really care about that.
But honestly, like that relationship that you're talking about, let's go back to that. And I love him down. And I think that we were more so good friends than anything.
She wanted to clear that
And
up.
we talk about, because I used to tell this person that they were crazy because the things that they did really, really nice things for me.
Right?
Look at that. I'm not gonna take it there. I love you. You know who you are. And
But
we
what
had
I
a
will say
good
is this.
friendship.
We are the only, like, I don't want to say we're the only ones, but it's just for me. It's just this box that we keep labeling people if it's okay to be a gay male and like a woman or a trans woman, or does they have to be bisexual? Why are we so caught up on this language?
But you just
of
took
labels?
your head
But-
back when I said if he's bisexual.
No, but
so you
here's
did it.
what I'm saying. No, I laugh because I
You
agree.
was like, what?
Listen to what I'm saying, because bisexual means that you like both. There's like pansexual. There's so many different things out there. What I'm saying is, if a guy is interested in you, then he's seeing you as a woman, not as another boy saying that they're a gay male. But again, when we keep putting these labels on people who love us, it makes it difficult because we keep shaming them and
But I don't think
labeling
we're the
them
ones who
for
really
loving
do
us.
it.
But
No, we're not.
other communities do it.
Yeah.
And I've seen the girls do it.
But they
they're
always
a
say-
tranny chaser or this,
That's
this, and
something
that.
different,
But my
girl.
thing is, but those are butch queens too. No shade.
Oh, you feel like
Oh,
the
so you
tranny
dated
chasers?
them.
Oh, you don't want us to call them tranny chasers, but you
But
feel
I'm
like they're
saying-
butch queens.
So-
But they're gay men who like, they're men who like
You're
women.
calling them gay
So
now,
did
but
you say
chasing the
butch-
girl.
Okay, but
So,
this-
girl,
I'm using
so
language.
you're
Did you say the
using the
butch
titles
queen?
that you say we should
But
disseminate,
here's
like
the
we
thing,
should get
because
rid of.
that's what we're comfortable with. But again, I challenge myself and everyone to stop giving these people labels and just accept them for who they are. Either it's going to work or it's not going to work, and walk away from it. Whether he chooses to identify as a gay male, bisexual, whatever. Like, stop putting labels on
We
people
have-
who ultimately
and we
are
have
attracted to
And you
us.
have to
Yeah,
do it first. You
I
have to
could-
take accountability that you did it.
I just did. And I said I challenged myself.
Yeah, I could think we could do away with titles, but bitch, if
we
you
should.
feel like you laying up with me, bitch, and you gay, then you're not the one for me. Period.
You don't want to be fighting over me.
I don't, bitch. No, like what
And
you
you
want,
don't
like,
want him in
and
the
that's
middle
why.
trying on
That's
your
why a lot of
Bisexual.
butch
Okay,
queens
so
that
he
I came
changes
across.
his title to bisexual.
No,
and he goes
I'm
to
not
gay,
changing
and he
it.
goes to a gay club with his friends.
I'm telling you why they call
And you have to
themselves
fight
gay,
over a gay man.
though.
What is
I'm
that?
telling you why I think that we do that. I think that we set the titles on them. Like,
That's
even
true.
like when I first came in this scene, like I was bisexual. Like I was bisexual. I'm pansexual. I'm still like pansexual. It just depends. Like if people told me, "Oh, child, you're not bisexual. That's temporary. This and that," and I was giving, girl, you can't tell me. Like it just depends on the energy for me.
But it is-
You know,
I like masculinity. So
Yeah,
that's my thing.
me too.
But
So if
butch
it's a
men-
biological female and she has masculine energy, you would date her?
Yes, I was
Yeah,
attracted to
but-
one the other day. She was kind of, she
Yes.
was giving me like this
Yes.
masculine. She just gave a vibe, and she was giving masculine, and she had like this, like it was just cute. And I was like, oh, that might be cute.
I love it.
But I'm not thinking sexual when I encounter these people. I'm just thinking a vibe. I'm thinking like, we kick it, we go out. You know what I'm
Would you
saying?
kick them out of bed though?
Kick them out of bed?
Yeah.
No, because the bed doesn't necessarily mean sex for me either. We can cuddle and watch a movie.
Good save.
Yeah.
I'm available. No, but I'm open to trying things. Like I'm open to seeing,
Okay.
Especially now, bitch. Just give me a boss, bitch. So I can learn from you. I'm happy.
yacht. She wants to ride on a yacht.
Well, let's
Boots.
be talking about boss bitches. Hey.
But
Yes.
I do feel like the girls dating, on a serious note, I do feel like the girls, we should stay away from dating butch queens. I feel like sex, I think that's fun and stuff like that. But dating, I think you should go about your way. I don't think especially if they consider themselves gay.
Okay, right. I agree.
I think he can't do the things that you want him to do anyway. So I definitely think it's to move on.
But see, that's how you, yeah, right.
They can't please you the same. It's not the pleasing,
Right.
it's not
It depends on the butch queen. Right. So those type, and because there's some butch queens who, bitch, they will ride your coat. It's giving child. You are the girl of the hour, and bitch, so they're giving that they want you. But if you lay in that bed and it's not getting like, bitch, if it ain't getting up, then you don't want me.
that was one thing. It was
Fuck
so
all that.
funny
I'm not
with
playing
butch
games.
queens. Which Butch Queens, I love the first night because I wanted to make sure before we even take it anywhere, you got to make sure you can get out. Like,
But I
we
don't
could
want to
be
play
outside.
with you the
You
first
make them do
night.
that?
I don't
Yes,
want to
like
play
you-
with the
yes,
bitch.
I
If
don't
we
play
play,
that
I don't
'cause
want
before
you.
Oh
waste
my
of
God! You
time.
be like, let me see.
No, not like
'Cause you
that.
gotta know,
I'm
though,
really
you do
soft.
need to
I'm
know.
really soft and gentle, so I wouldn't do it like that. But it's something. It's something a little bit like just really seeing if it's giving that, if it's really giving what it's giving right now.
But why don't you just
I need them
start
to be
off with
aggressive.
holding the hand and kissing?
Yeah, I'm scared.
No.
I don't really like to have sex with people that I like for real. Like, I don't really like to have sex with them right away. It's kind of like, that's kind of like scary for me, like a little bit. I would like to build it up
Why?
because I don't want to have sex with you and to get over you. Like, I don't want to because sex is so easy. So I really would like for you to mind fuck me first. Like, I really want to build up to
Ooh,
that.
I got a question.
Do you
though.
think that's
Wait,
because-
I got a question though. So what if he mind fucks you and you just in this, everything is good and the sex is whack and you wasted all that time and you got to the point and it was whack?
Before there used to be a problem, but because I haven't had sex in a while lately, and I've been doing this. That's a key, bitch. Like, did she fail? Oh God, the girls. Oh my God, clutch my pearls. I intentionally have not been having sex. I've been celibate, like I said on a previous show, for 2 years, and so I don't know how much have sex is that important because I don't really want no jackrabbit right now. I don't want nobody to think they're gonna be just jumping on me, bitch, every day and stuff because it's not gonna happen. It's not. I'm not here for that unless maybe because I haven't found anybody that I like that lately where I would just want to be doing that. But I shouldn't say
I'm
that.
trying to get back to
Are
that
you dating
sexual-
someone? Are you dating someone?
No, I'm not dating anyone. I have close friends, like a close friend.
Okay.
I don't know what I'm doing. I'm single, bitch. It is what it is.
I do. I'm getting back to that sexual feeling with having sex with others, wanting that just often has nothing to do with funds. So being an ex whore, I feel like I was an ex whore. No, seriously, ex whore.
Did you say
I'm an
successful?
ex whore. You was
No,
a sex worker?
So being an ex whore
Oh my God.
and then having sex, it's like, dating. You don't want to have sex. It's like you don't want to mind fuck me. I need you
Yeah.
to mind fuck me because you have carried. So you carried your life. You did a lot of things. So
Sex
you
is just
something
like, okay,
different.
girl. you need
No,
something
I'm
different.
getting back to that because I don't want to be. You gotta fuck
That
my
crew.
mind at a time and time. I don't want to be stuck
Right.
like that because maybe it is just a good fuck.
Yeah, maybe nothing's wrong with that, baby. Maybe that might
But
be
it-
good.
like,
Maybe I need a
maybe
good
it's just that, or
fuck
maybe-
buddy. Maybe I need a good fuck buddy.
Clear
I
that.
like maybe like someone I can just go out and get to know and just build with, just be friends with. And if it does have sex, oh wow.
I think everybody wants
where's the
love. I think the
goal?
purpose of life is
said it should
love,
be
like
love.
love in some type of way. Everybody is looking for some type
I'm not
of love.
anymore because I found it within myself. So I don't care to have it. If it
But
comes
do we
my
just
way,
say
it
that? Is that
comes.
just something good to say? Like,
It
I
used
found
to
it within
be-
myself.
no,
I definitely
used to
have.
think that was like that until I really fell for myself.
But
if you
bitch,
fall
you
in
gonna
love-
want
but-
somebody to come in like you
I
to
do
be
want
laying
that,
their
but I
arms.
don't need it because I give it to me. I
At
love
some
my
point,
own
it's gonna be
space.
like, girl, is we gonna be bitter?
Let me tell you
like, bitch, I
something.
said I love her and I love love, and I ain't got nobody to
but
hold
dating
me.
is easy for me. Like
You
dating
gonna love
is,
being single and all.
Oh, she liked
Dating,
them
I can
single
find
jokes,
it. I
bitch.
can find-
I can't do that with you.
it's men out here.
You can't
y'all,
laugh
no
at that.
shade.
No, but here's what I'm saying. No, true story. Agent called me this morning. I was pissed. So when you love yourself, because I do love myself, but it does feel good when you have someone else to love you, because they can love you in ways that you can't give yourself if they truly love you. And
But there is a line of depending on that too. Like,
it can-
some
can
people could be
become
like
codependent,
codependent.
You
Yeah.
can be codependent, and that's when you gotta see. And it's something that when Lena was here, she was like, why she doesn't date and why she moves away, because she wants someone who will fully support what she wants to create for herself. And if you add to that, and I think first and foremost, when we find it for love, we have to know what we love and find people that love the things or like the things that we do, so we can support each other. That's how it works for me.
Yeah, I can see that. I can definitely see that.
Well, I love that. I think that we should definitely bring our guest in on that topic.
On love?
Yes,
Are we
because
interested to see about love?
Does she like Butch Queen?
I
Is that
will
what you call it?
see. Stand
Okay.
by.
Let's see.
Stand by. Let's see what she likes. We'll be right back with our guest.
This week's Femme Queen appreciation goes to my ultimate favorite Femme Queen performer, the iconic Mercedes Prodigy, now Alpha Omega. This lady has inspired girls from all over the world, including myself. She taught you how to be effortless, sexy, and vogue down. She is the one. My girl. Love you, Mercedes.
And our trans woman of the week goes to Ajane Milan Mugler, everyone's fave. When you think of Face and the Jessica Rabbit of the ballroom, you think of Ajane. When you think of she may have been walking when I was walking, but not winning when I was walking, you think of Ajane. We love you, Ajane, and all that you have poured into this culture, and we just want to give you your flowers.
I know firsthand what the prison industrial complex looks like for someone like me. I'm Tabytha Gonzalez. I work for the Community Relationships Bureau, which is the City Commissions on Human Rights. I am a Black woman of trans experience, happily married for 12 years, and a proud mom. Being in prison and unable to have pretrial freedom and the trauma that you face being in there, it's very hard to unpack that when you come out. You don't heal in jail. It is not corrective. And I wish I did have the benefits of pretrial freedom. There's a lot of misconceptions that people have around bail reform and the impact that it has. And normally when we have these conversations, Black and brown, non-binary, and trans individuals are not at the table. That's why it's important to continue to have these conversations. Freedom means to me that I didn't die at the statistic rate for trans women at the age of 35. And I'm still here able to provide the services to my community that I provide today.
Thank you for that.
Our guest today is someone who is so special to me, someone that I consider a sister, one of the most influential girls there is. She has started and set the standard and the bar very high. She is known as Cotton on the TV show Star, and in Ballroom, she is a legendary femme queen face who has done so many iconic things in and out of Ballroom. She is King Amiyah Scott Margella, the overall mother of the house, Margella, baby. Welcome, sister!
Yes!
The dog! The dog, girl! Sister, why you have to do it like that?
Okay, so it's a little more mini than I thought.
Bitch. Oh my God.
Hi, y'all.
Hey, sis.
Thank you for having me.
Oh my God, you look
Oh
amazing.
my
Thank
God,
you for
yes,
coming. Yeah. Bitch.
I feel like a little poodle, you know? That's what we were going for. We were going for poodle glam.
I get from standard.
It's a little warmer than I thought, you know? But I'm dealing with it. We got it. The look, it's always worth the love. Hi.
This is one of the reasons that I definitely wanted you on here, because people always, they see this visual, you know, the pictures and stuff like that, but they don't get to see the personality that is attached to it. And bitch, this woman right here is a fucking king, baby. She, like, I love it. I love it. What's going on? How have you been?
I'm so happy to be here first. Thank you for having me, to each and every one of y'all. Y'all are my sisters, so, you know, we're going to start it off, you know, very business. But I'm so happy to see y'all. I'm so happy to be able to sit down and talk. I've been good. I've had to take some time away. So I'm so excited to speak about that. I mean, personal time that I chose, but I wanted to reset some things, you know? I wanted to be closer to family. I wanted to just live life just for myself, with no expectations, with no requirements, with nobody telling me what to do, because my entire life I was told what to do and what I could do and what I couldn't do. And now, a motherfucker can't tell me nothing.
Can't tell me nothing. We just talked about that, setting boundaries. So, sister, like, how do you really feel? You haven't been, you know, I know you're kind of, besides what you showed, like, you know, on social media and things like that. You really haven't spoke out in a long time. You
yeah.
know, so how you feeling right now? You okay?
I'm overwhelmed, but in the best way possible. I have been stewing, as I call it, you know. Once I got to a much, much better place, and all of it is mentally. I feel like when I was discussing things, it's like, well, what is she going through? And I mean, it's just, I'm 36 years old, and I'm a Black trans woman who has been through so much to get to where I am. And I'm just talking about being an individual. We're not even talking about entertainment or shit like that. I had to fight every day to prove to people who I am. Well, I thought that's what I had to do, and I'm no longer doing that, and we'll touch on that. But nobody believed in me. All the people that I admired, family, parents, everything, did not believe in my vision at all. So we're sitting here now with my name on that screen, and I know who I am, you know? But it's hard sometimes, the pain, the trauma, the resentment, especially dealing with family. How do you navigate that, you know? And then I look at things from a lot of different perspectives, at least I tried to. I couldn't imagine having a trans kid. I mean, not in a bad sense, but how are you prepared at all, you know? So I do try to give a pinch of grace, not much.
And you're the only child.
Yes, I
You
am.
just gave
Like
us the
me.
topic. Just gave us a fair topic.
Parents, navigating having a trans child. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's a good topic.
You know, I'm an only child. My parents had me later. So my dad is 78, my mom is 74. So it's different for me. I think growing up, my parents were always the age of people's grandparents. And I'm not running around like, well, you know, but my parents, it's a difference. And I mean, when I was younger, it was to my benefit. They were in bed at 8 and I was out the window at 9. Okay?
Let's go.
But I think now, when you're not a kid and those, like some of those tables start to turn, it's your time to show up.
Let's start from there. Like, you know, let's start from the beginning then.
Okay.
Because, I mean, you said so many things. I'm ready to jump on these
Okay.
things. Like, I want to get them out.
Okay.
You know, so much people want to know about you. But let's start with your childhood. Like, what was Amiyah like as a child? And was there any type of significant moment in your beginning childhood that you knew all of this would be like this? What told you would be this?
So I didn't know because I was, you know, so young, but it's a story that my mom tells and my aunts tell, and it's just a huge story. And it, like, I laugh at it sometimes, I cry at it sometimes because it's just such a beautiful story. But so my family in New Orleans, we all live close. So we lived in a 7th ward. My grandmother's house was like a central location. And my mom is one of 11. My grandparents had 11 children together. My family is humongous.
My baby.
So the aunts and, you know, are stationed around, and the homes are all nearby. So I say that to say that driving through, you can get from one side to the other of New Orleans in 20 minutes. So you see everybody at lights, and y'all have the same routes, and they're going to school together. 3 of my aunts are principals. So I'm just saying they see each other daily. They're very close. My mom, when she had me, she really, really wanted a baby. She was almost 40. And yeah, she did. They actually were trying to do IVF. And this is back in the 80s, I guess 87, because I was born in 88. Oh, my mama didn't fuck around, you know, but we'll get to that too, you know, because it ties into my transness. Growing up comfortable, I'm not even, you know what I mean? We Black and they worked hard and it was comfortable. But sometimes those comforts were kind of leveraged for my obedience. So my daddy would have gave me the world, you know, but I had to have a girlfriend and, you know what I mean, look good and be smart. And I mean, nothing, he only required what every father wants, you understand? But I just had a completely different vision, and I think that it made it difficult at times because it's like, fuck, I need this car. Well, come on, bitch, we going to Prime. What's your name, Dominique? Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
And, you know, and I had really, you know, cool girlfriends. I mean, one didn't take it well, but we're not going to harp on that. A lot of them did. So they're like, feel
So you
this.
dated
Oh, yes, this is the breast. Feel it, baby. I got hands-on research, you know, very early on. But it was more from like a scientific standpoint. Like, I'm like, oh, wow. Oh, wow, it just does that?
That's what it does.
That's how they feel.
You like, I want that.
They
Like
feel
that.
this.
I'm like,
You know what I
They
mean? But
feel
seriously,
soft.
and I think having friends like that, you know, I know I'm jumping because we're trying
It's
to
okay.
summarize a life. But I had girlfriends bring me their old prom dresses so that I can go perform at drag shows.
Work, bitch. At the young age.
Yes, in school, in high school.
Oh,
Sneak them in their
word.
backpack, slide them to me, bitch. I got the little caribou and the feathers, and I'm sliding it away, and I'll go do my shows. Drag shows in New Orleans were on a Monday night. So I had school the next day, and I would come to school after it.
So how old would you do a drag show?
15.
Work.
Yeah, 15. I mean, wait. So how old are you freshman year in high school? That's 15. right?
14.
14, 15. So how it happened is I went. So yeah, wait. So we'll start with the upbringing. My parents, they gave me a really great life. They did.
It was kind of spoiled.
Yes.
We only
yes.
kids.
I was very
Only child,
spoiled.
too.
So I think, and they really, it's crazy because me growing up, I felt like me in my previous gender was actually the drags. Does that make sense? Like, that's when I was in costume, me having to portray that male figure. And like I said, I wanted that car, I wanted that money. My household was hyper independent. My parents slept in 2 different rooms. I believe that they stayed for me. Well, my dad stayed because I was my mama. You understand? So it's like, nigga, if you was here, I'll scoot over a little bit, but this is my baby. And we're staying in New Orleans. Because I was born in Manhattan.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so I was born at Columbia Presbyterian because my father is from New York. So he had this request, and my mom was like, sure. But my mom has a huge family in New Orleans, so at 3 weeks old, I don't think she was supposed to put me on the plane, but grabbed me right on up and brought me home, and I've been there since. So whenever I get to New York, I have this feeling, and my dad is always like, baby, you can love your mom's side, but there's another part in you, and you should get out there, and you would really, he says it all the time, but whenever I come, I'm like, but I don't see no grocery stores, and like, where's the, the grass and stuff, because I'm Southern,
You are
so
Southern.
it's too.
If people
too
forget that because you're so,
I need a park. I like, where are the grocery stores? They don't have Kroger or Winn-Dixie. And I'm not reading. I'm a bitch that can make it happen, but it is a shell shock when you go from plush grass to a concrete jungle that makes it happen, though. The magic is here.
We'll get into it later, too, because you're one of your biggest dreams is to be like a housewife.
But a real
Be married,
one.
like a-
Yeah,
yeah, like a
but
boyfriend.
yes, I want. So it's so crazy. And sister, I've taken the hopeless out the romantic. Finally. Now I still long for the romance. I breathe romance. I romanticize everything because why the fuck not? I deserve that. We deserve that as trans women. I think that they try to box us into we're supposed to get this, a sneak and have that. A bitch, I want it all. The carriage. The pumpkin, make that bitch throw that glitter out that wine. I want the man on his knees. I deserve my father walking me down the aisle. We deserve that. Yes. So from very early on, I think in my bio I had like Stepford wife, or housewife, and that's where I was going. But I had to realize that though, and I hate the word desperation. You understand? Because it's more so waiting for something that is going to happen. Girl, let me get the fuck up out of here. But I want it to be right. I don't want it to be rushed. I felt like my love life turned into, girl, kind of almost auditions. Let me see, turn to the side, stand right there. Okay, can you read this sentence? Here, can you read at all? Next. That's not how love works. You know what I'm saying? I tried to make it happen so many times, and girl got so close. My mom had to stop me one time.
So, one of the topics is dating butch
I was
queens.
getting ready to
And
say.
since you're on your love life,
Yes.
go
can we
there.
go into that real quick? Was some of these butch queens?
I
like
play
you
on both
date?
sides of the field.
Okay.
Comfortably.
You like
I
little-
like them both, actually. And I think, because this is a topic that me and my girls always have, because I think there is a slight tornness for me. I can't speak for anyone else. I feel like the way I explain it is that, because there's pros and cons to them both, I love dating butch queens because I feel like it's a comfortability that we don't get with saying, I'm also from New Orleans. Trade is just a straight man to us. So Trade is not on no DL shit. So I was about to say Trade, but I don't want it to have that DL connotation. So do we say, straight? Because Trade in New Orleans is just a hot nigga, period. So that's why in songs you hear girls saying, that's my boy, that's my Trade. My daddy is a Trade. Trade
Oh,
is,
they was saying that
I mean,
before.
words have different meanings, and I'm not saying that New Orleans created it. But yes, when we say Trade, we're just talking about a hot man.
Okay, and when we say trade, and normally like in the community, that means someone who messes around.
Yes, and two things can be correct at once, you know what I mean? But me being from there, I was about to say that, but I felt like that may have confused people. So we'll say straight guys.
Yeah.
So Yes, I like dating butch queens because it's a comfortability. Sometimes with straight guys, it gets to like an examination. I don't have time for mental breakdowns, baby. You need to go
How you
talk
doing?
to a therapist, not me, because you're asking me questions I can't answer for you.
you doing?
What do you mean, are you gay? Are you? Well, how could you be if you
Right.
with
With
me?
me, right.
What else have you done?
How you doing?
See?
Hey, I don't have enough
That's what I'm
information. I'm
talking
not getting
about.
into this right now. We in the fucking bedroom. Why am I doing a goddamn interrogation? You ever suck some dick? Do you?
See?
Did he have a fade if you did it?
That's what I'm talking about.
Well, then, you know, I don't
can't
want to
stand
do that. So I say that to say those conversations.
I love her.
Google is free.
How
You know
doing?
what I mean?
So
And don't
I
get me wrong,
understand
talk
that.
to the people you love. I'm very open, but it comes down to that, the uncertainty.
Why do I have to be the project?
I've heard the stories. I know we all have. You're not gonna have sex with me, think about something pop up, and then square up. Now I got a possible attempted murder charge because you're not moving on the hotel room floor. Well, that's not how that would go.
You know it would.
Bitch, I'll fight for my life. I've been doing it all this time.
Let's
And not
talk
to make
about it.
light of it, but I say that to say I do think, in all seriousness, that because they're confused. I think the straight guys are sometimes confused mentally, and not confused, excuse me, but they're not comfortable with themselves yet, because that takes time, you know? The majority of them are exploring if they're technically straight, and I do think that you can be straight and date trans women. I'm a fucking woman. Yo, I have boyfriends and I have ex-boyfriends who have boyfriends. I have ex-boyfriends who have wives and kids. You know, multiple on each
It
side.
goes back to what I was saying, like you just love who you love, and once we stop putting them labels on them,
Yes.
we don't have to worry about that. Accept love for the way it is, accept the person for who they are, and if it works, then it works.
But I don't think that it's always love, and I think sometimes it's good to identify that. A lot of time it's lust, and I had to figure that out as well. I think when you're heavily sexualized, and I think as trans women we all know that feeling, we have to just, you know what I mean, kind of determine, do you like me? Do you just want to fuck me? Is this an experience? And most of the times it is. It's not saying that people can't genuinely like us, but when you step out, like, see, I don't know. That's where.
But one
so
thing
I
is for
get into
certain,
my.
we definitely deserve it.
No, of
we
course.
are worthy of it.
We're supposed to be loved for who we are, and I know that we're all individuals. So that's why I think when we try to prepackage people into, you like this or do you like this, do you like me?
Right.
Then
But
that's
you
all
being
that
such
matters.
a public figure and such like in and out of the ballroom scene, and you know, you being one of the first girls to be on an indicated series and all of that. I know that people feel like that your DMs go crazy. How do you distinguish? Like, have you ran into, you know, feeling like somebody just was with you because you was Amiyah?
Yes, of course. But I think that's life in general. People fuck for like a place to stay. People fuck when they need a ride.
Come on, talk
People-
about it.
People fuck when they're hungry. So people do it to all of us. No, they do it to all of us. But you just have to
Right.
clock for why. Yes, I guess it may be more frequent, but no, everybody is a target. You need to find somebody who loves you for, you know, for you. That's what I hope for. And yes, it is hard. It's hard to navigate that shit because there's so many different aspects now. So now, do you want me because you want to shout out? Do you want me because you want to try something different? Here, are you going to want me after? You know what? I don't give a fuck if you want me. That's what I had to get to. I had to come to the point where what's for me is going to come to me love-wise. And when I go looking for it or
Say
throwing
it.
myself through every door, it's not going to go that well for me.
Nope.
Because it's going to be right. And guess what? Even if it's not right, then I had to learn to be by myself. But there was something that I wanted to circle back to talking about straight and gay men, because I didn't get to my point. I'm a woman. So when I lay next to somebody and they wake up in the morning, I do or would like to be with someone who's attracted to a woman. So that is the con to the butch queens, because yes, we're comfortable. Because I'm a special kind of woman. And that's also the thing with being trans. We ride a fine line. Where? You know, where? It's universal, it's everywhere. I live for that, but yes. So then from that aspect, then I look at it like, okay, a gay guy wants to wake up and look at a man. But a straight man wants to wake up and look at a woman. I don't think my butch queen wants to see a Victoria's Secret model when he opened his eyes. But I know if he loves me in my heart, then he would be happy to see my face every day. So I know that it's possible, but I think that the biggest thing for us, and tell me if y'all agree, is that it's just complicated. It is. And it may not
It is
be
complicated.
fair, but it is. We have to think about so much.
Hard. No, that's bitch, it's hard out here.
That's so hard.
Yeah, so, girl, I'm happy to be here. Girl,
I'm
why we
happy
went
you-
to love first? God damn, we could have talked about the future projects, you know.
Bitch, we got so
speaking
much
of
to talk
that,
to you.
Yeah,
so
because I
much
was
to
about to
talk
say
you
we got a
about.
whole lot.
Yeah, bitch, we just taking time here. We
Love
got
is
time.
just, but you know that I'm such, because that is my thing, girl. But I had to not make that my dream. Commitment and tying myself to someone else should not be my ultimate goal.
And the reason I went to that is because I remember, like, this is manifestation. Because I remember saying to you when we were getting dressed, we were getting when we won the 5,000 grand prize, Gonzalez, and we was getting ready in the house, and you started talking to me, and I was like, people need to hear this type of stuff that you were saying, you know. So that's why I went to that. And
No, you're fine. You're fine. I just feel so comfortable now to talk about it. Tempress, we've had many conversations. Anybody who knows me kind of at some point or another be like, why they don't see this? And it's because, again, when you, like, I prepackaged something that was great. Like, it worked, it sold, there was, you know what I mean? I thought about it so much that there was no room for criticism. Here, if I don't speak, then what would they know? Here for my face, y'all gonna see it every day. New wig, blonde, black, red. I don't have to get on here and be like, hey, y'all, because I know, and that's gonna tie me into something else. People are gonna criticize you for any fucking thing. You'll never do nothing right, and especially on the internet. And you have to know that, because if you do not know that, then you're not gonna make it.
And
so was
speaking
you
of
intentionally doing
yeah.
that? Because from MySpace, I talked about it.
Yes.
Like,
I was gonna say,
this
speaking
bitch
of the
has
internet
always-
stuff,
I
like,
had
like,
something
been
you
the
said
one
the
to do
internet
it.
They was
ablaze.
playing with me.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you was
They
like
was
the-
fucking playing with me. I knew that I was beautiful from a very small child, because my parents used to tell me that every day, and I have two fucking eyes. Like, let's be clear.
Talk your shit.
I'm so motherfucking soft, it's crazy, bitch.
Okay.
And more than the looks and the exterior, it is the poise. That is what my mom taught me. That is what it is to me. That is what the ultimate feminine comes from. And, bitch, and I'm not saying you have to be soft. There's a whole range of it. But a lady, be a fucking lady. Bitch, and I knock somebody's teeth out their mouth, but I'm still a fucking lady. Okay?
Okay. Say it.
Yes, I meant that shit because it's the truth. Again, duality. Two things can be true at once. But come on, mama, we here to be kind. That's the thing. I was 17 years old when I won POCC's ball. My first time
You was
walking.
17?
Yes. My first time walking Femme Queen Face. I had on very big girl shoes, and my feet was just not that. You know, I wasn't ready for them yet. I'm finally grown into my big girl shoes now, and this was 19 years ago. I don't think people realize that as well. I started so young, so now we left New Orleans. Oh, and not to skip over it, by Hurricane Katrina, I didn't go to Atlanta on fucking vacation. Girl, my mom called me. I was not staying home. I was having very stern conflict with my father because I knew this was happening. Bitch, I saw it in my mind, and I mean, bitch, if that was on some That's So Raven shit, if we really being honest. But I knew, and he was just not, he wasn't with it. And so I left. My mom, they would have separated, but I had to go. You understand? Because my mom didn't want me to, but I didn't want that for fucking her. You understand? Like, you let me just go do what I need to do. Because I don't want to bring, like, it was, me and my father's relationship was really, tearing up. We were going at it. Mm-hmm. So I just say that to say I started running away. I started staying with my friends, and because I met college friends. So I was in high school, and I was just a little bored, to be honest. So I met these friends, and we would hang out. And I mean, it was more so of like a gay family thing, and I think we've all been there. We've seen polls and shit. When you young, you have elders who see you, and they're like, look at this baby. Mm-hmm. Like, go home, baby. It's like, well, can't do that. So they're like, come on, Mm-hmm. And I would sometimes leave my school to go hang out on Dillard University's campus. But I say that to say that they took care of me.
And that's how you got introduced to ballroom?
No. So that's how I was okay in New Orleans when I began to run away. My mom came to one of my friends' homes and said, we have to go to Atlanta. I was like, I'm not going. I don't want to, be there. I'm not going. She said, no, you're going. She said, it's a huge hurricane coming. I was 17, so I didn't think that it was that big. I remember packing a little duffel and a backpack and some shit like that. She like reassured me. She was like, I've already spoken to your father. Because it was serious time. It was time for mom to step in. Bitch, we're leaving. My baby is coming, and you're not going to say a motherfucking word. You're talking to him, not me. You know, so we had to drive to Atlanta, and we lost fucking everything. That's the point of what I'm getting to, and I don't never say that. You know, I don't never want to, because I'm not a fucking victim. You know, I think a lot of times we don't want to be like, well, I don't, you know, because they've called me a fucking refugee. When we came to Atlanta from New Orleans, we lost fucking everything. We were so we were off of Cascade. My cousin Chip had like a 3 or 4 story townhouse. It had to have been, I mean, I want to look at the picture and recount, so I'll tweet about it one day. I mean, more than 20 people with a 90-year-old grandmother. Got to be 9 dogs. We had to caravan with like 15 cars. You know, like,
So you made your way out the mud.
we
Like you
watched
starting over, like-
the news rip it all up, and I remember when everybody started driving back to New Orleans, and I was like, you know what I mean, I'm coming, and my mom was like, it makes no sense. There's nothing. Your uncle already looked. So when I left, okay, so everybody in here right now, when you left out of your home today with what you have and in your bag, there is no home to go back to. I'm not gonna break, but that's moments that will fuck me up. Cause my mom had my baby booking my first teeth and hair and shit that you can't get, that she kept for, you know, for years. She cries about that shit. It wasn't the materialistic shit, her mother shit. And you know, I've lost everything. And I think the only positive thing that came from that was once you experience losing everything and getting it back or starting over, you could do it 10 times over. None of this shit means nothing to me. I'm not materialistic at all. Because I realized that none of it matters and it could be gone in a drop of eye, you know, in the blink of an eye.
Thank you.
Thank you for being so vulnerable.
Thank you. Wow.
And
It's okay. I want people to understand me. I don't speak much. Oh, I'm okay. I really love my makeup. I'm not gonna fuck it up. I don't think. Yeah, I like that happened at 17, and we haven't even started the ballroom scene yet. Like, I'm sorry it
And
took
we
so
need
long,
to
but that's just leaving New Orleans. So now at 17, we make it to the ballroom, and I mean, shit. Girl, I was a child.
we didn't know. And you know what? Let me apologize before you go into that on the behalf of the girls.
I really cried.
Because you was thrown into the lion's den, and us not knowing that you're only 17 and seeing you as a threat, because the girl, you started out as just a beautiful child anyway.
Me being an adult now and looking, you know, and seeing young girls and nurturing young girls, I was like, I can't believe they treated me like that. I would never treat a child like that. Like, oh my God. And I think to be able to cry about it now, first of all, I am just emotions right now, and it's a beautiful thing. It's not just here. It's been a recent development for me. In order for me to succeed and do this, I had to turn my feelings off. You cannot care about a thing, because the moment that those comments affect you, you're broken. You're gonna go down a wormhole. You're gonna look at them all, and bitch, they're gonna hurt your motherfucking feelings. We cannot have no feelings to succeed. That's what I had to tell myself at 17.
Yeah.
They do not like you, and they do not have to beat them. That's what I would say before the balls.
Right. And you came from the era, you came in the era where I always talk about only being one girl. Like, they pitted us against the girls. So they're giving you this energy of that, you know, you got to come in and beat. And the girls is giving, she's coming to take my place.
Yeah, and
You
I
know,
didn't
it kind
even.
of, yeah, like,
I do want to say and stress, and you know, that we have all had these conversations. I think that the scene in which we love, that raised us, that helps us, that motivates us and everything, but with the girls specifically, it's almost like the competitiveness does not stop on stage, and it goes far beyond just the sport. It's not the sport no more. This is bleeding into our real lives. We are trying to hurt each other, fight each other, kill each other, and we don't know nothing. Like, we don't feel this way. We're being sent out. It's like racehorses or battle dogs, you know. And you and I had a moment like that. Me and Stas, everybody. I've had a moment like that with each and every girl pretty much. And it was like, bitch, we crying by the end of it. Because it was never us, it was never you, it was never me, it was never a problem.
I do want to
I never said that, you never did that, we never, so I like you and you like me. Well, what was it?
When the noise is gone and everything shuts out and we get by ourselves, I can remember moments of getting by ourselves with each girl. And I'm sorry, I didn't mean to jump in on you. And then you'd be like, oh my God, I really like you. We have so much in common. You know what I'm saying? But
I do want to say that even though I understand that you went through that, and I'm sorry that happened, but you had so many girls, especially my generation of girls, who we were able to see our own agene. Someone started at around at our age and carry the way you did. Like you were out of the. It was a new girl on the block that was around our age, just like. Yeah, you inspired so much. So I understand that you've been through so much, like as far as how they treat you and it was wrong, but you inspired so many girls. You have done a lot and you deserve every single rose.
I'm sorry to interrupt you. Thank you. I just feel like I'm just going to be crying for the duration at this point. Thank you, sister. I mean that shit. Like, thank you.
It's 100% true.
I don't want it. I learned beautiful things. I did beautiful things. We're going to turn it around. But I do want to hit the pain first so I can get it out the way, so we can get that era done, so that we can talk about the beautiful things. Yes, I was a child, but yes, I was playing a big girl game. So if you're going to step up on the big girl stage, then you're going to do it. You understand? So I'm not sitting here saying like, woe is me. But me being 36 now, it's like, bitch, y'all ain't have to do me like that, you know, like that. Y'all was really, y'all was really, come on now. And but what I'll say is that it did feel like, it felt like we were sisters. It felt like it was a lot of sisters, and I was the youngest one. And I came way after mom and daddy stopped having children. So it's like, what the fuck? You know, who is this? But they did love me. We're not going to see, I don't want to paint it like it was all bad or terrible, but I do think it was not as delicate as I am or as we should be, you know what I mean? And it was rough. But, bitch, I got what was mine, though. We can spin it now to the positive thing. The pain, but it wasn't, we needed money. Do you know that? And I've said that all the time. My friend is sitting there shaking her head right now. I'm going to tell a story. Just going to fuck y'all up because that's how real it was. Okay, now we're in now we're in Atlanta. We are refugees, as they called us. And, bitch, I'm with my friends. It's me, Vanessa, Jolie, China, rest in peace, Terrell, country. I've always been motherly and nurturing. So if we're hungry, okay, you hungry? Yeah. Girl, you hungry? Oh, yeah, we ain't eaten since yesterday. Okay, let's go to the grocery store. Let's go to the grocery store. I managed a car. I'm so emotional, I can't even figure it out. I think my mom gave it to me or a cousin or something, but I had a car. I was like, let's go to the grocery store. Come on, y'all, let's go shopping. So everybody in the car, they was like, what are we doing? Pick up anything you want. Pick up anything you want, put it in the car. So everybody was confused at first. Baby, getting this cart. Let's fill it up and put what you want in it. Okay, boom. Girl, anything? Get the ham, bitch. Let's go. Boom. Putting it. We get to the line and I see everybody confused. Like, well, what is going on? I tell my friend, I say, go start the car.
Bitch, Atlanta was a real life pose, bitch.
I told my friend, go start the car. And she's sitting right there, and I know she know I'm not lying. Baby, we pushed that fucking cart full of groceries. Clean out the front door. No bags, no hesitation, and threw them groceries in the back of the fucking car and made it. And I say that to say that is such a small story in the pot of everything, but that's a fun one to say. We were going to get it by any means necessary. Do you understand that we are hungry? We are kids. My parents are not even in this state. This grand prize means so much more to me and to us, and not to say that I deserved it more, but I'm not coming for the clout or pride. I'm from New Orleans, so I actually don't know who nobody is, and I think that worked to my benefit when I was battling very early on. Because you do get intimidated when you know names. When you about to fight Mike Tyson, or you about to fight when you don't know who, you? Yeah. Thank you.
Yes!
And then after that, they'd be like, well, do you know that was? And I'm like, oh my God. And I'm happy as an older, mature woman, I can now circle back and say, I was a kid. It was, You know, it's so nice to meet you. And to talk and clear up all of those things. And I know we don't take ballroom personally. Bitches have thrown their hair on me too, you know? But I would hope to not have my relationships. Like, it's competitive. We leave it on the floor. I think Michelet had really summarized it really great one time. We sisters. We do it on the floor. We leave it there. And we don't allow that shit to sway how we feel for each other. It's not that deep. It's extracurricular. Ballroom is extracurricular to me. And it's not to minimize it at all. Ballroom is what gave me the platform. It gave me the confidence. But it's not my entire life. And the moment that it's not enjoyable to me, I don't do it.
Once you got your celebrity status, was there like an extra pressure for ballroom, like to win a ball or something? Do you think that your status played anything of the way you maneuvered in ballroom after?
So I think the balls after me doing, you know, because, you know, I'm humble, so I don't want to.
Yeah, but bitch, you
What
a
you mean, like
celebrity,
doing
bitch.
my big
Bitch,
one,
you better
bitch?
go
When
back
I
to
did
the-
it, when I popped, yes, I feel like it does more for my competitors than me. If I win a ball, Amiyah won a ball again. But if somebody beat me, it's this person beat Amiyah, and that's fine. I'm okay with them terms. I play the game. The stakes are high, but yes, most definitely. Because if I beat so and so, they're not even gonna say their name. They're just gonna say Amiyah won again. But if somebody beat me, bitch, it's clips and slow-mos and slow downs and falling pictures. And it's not to be a competitor, you have to win, you have to lose, and you have to do them both comfortably. Okay?
I always say that you have to have sportsmanship.
Yes. And again, if the stakes are higher for me, because the perks are higher too, you know? Like, it's pros and cons to everything. Yes, I might have to take 500 pictures when I go out, but I'm not waiting in line. My friend's getting free drinks. The car probably going to be at the front. Hell, I might, you know what I mean, go on a date with the owner. Like, shit just works. So take them fucking
Let's
pictures,
fast
you
forward
know?
a little bit. Like, you are one of like another trans person who was featured in a syndicated TV series, like along with the names like Laverne Cox and them. But for you, like, how was that? Hearing your story, like the ballroom, the tragedy, what was that like for you approaching that? Like, was that ever in your goal?
So I wanted to be in entertainment, but I didn't know how. When I was younger, we had like the Mickey Mouse Club and shit. So I caught it later because I was a little younger than them, but I saw it. I grew up on it. They had like John Casablanca modeling agency, and though I think it was a scam, but it's just still, my ear was to the street. So I've looked like this my whole life, but I feel like everybody knows that already though. I have looked like this since 1998. My parents gave me this face. Yes.
Over.
Yeah. Sister, you knew that, right?
You know
I know,
that, girl.
But I like how you was looking like, yes, shocking. But I say that to say that, like, I
about the face
always
you fit.
had the look.
I think the girls got their face broken down to look like that, girl.
But it's not, I mean, we are Femme Queens. It's about Surge. I got some Surge coming up next week. So it's never, nothing is better than the
Let's
other.
go.
But it's like if your home has original hardwood floors, you're going to say it. I have original hardwood floors. It's about work, though, baby. I'm getting new titties. I'm sorry, can I say that? Shh.
say
We
whatever
could cut
you
that
want.
out.
It's a
But
safe
we Femme
space.
Queens, you know? New nose, new eyes, new legs. Can they do knees? Like anything. You know, fuck. So it's never no, you know, better than or nothing like that. But that's the thing. I think that my confidence shouldn't stir anything up in you. And if it does, that's called insecurities. I should be able to walk around and say whatever the fuck I want about myself, not in comparison to anyone, nothing. I am amazing, bitch. Because if you feel some type of way about that, you could very well say you're amazing too. And I'd have been like, yeah.
Yeah.
You see how easy that is? But if I say I'm amazing, and you be like, well, yes, the fuck I am, bitch. You not? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's funny. That's interesting because a lot of people be like, you know, even one of my like one of the house kids came up when we was together, and they like, you know, you're so humble. You know, you could talk your shit. Or
I
whatever,
heard that. That made
or something.
yeah.
And I look at humility like, I mean, you gotta stay humble. You know, whatever. But now people is like, fuck that humble shit. Talk your shit. Like you better, like, you know.
As you're
how do
supposed
y'all
You
feel
could
like
say
that?
your one,
Because you don't want to.
too.
Sometimes we are so held in a box that we don't celebrate
Yes,
the
and
things
that's
that
the
we
themselves.
should.
People are
But
scared
you're
to
not
celebrate
taking away from
themselves
that
for the
bus
others.
chance.
But Big
how was
up
that?
yourself.
How was that for you?
You
to
could
approach
big
that?
up yourself. There's nothing wrong with that. I think do it tastefully. There's nothing you should say that should put down other people. I mean, I stand by that. Right. So that's not confidence. If it's me compared to someone else, no, you wrong already. You don't mention nobody else, but about you,
Right.
yes. Yes, and what you do and what you're proud of.
Say that.
There's nothing fucking wrong with that. I encourage anybody who knows me knows that I encourage it. Motivational words in the morning to yourself and all types of shit. Toot your own horn. If you don't, nobody else will. But don't do it in a sense to where it's putting down other people. And I think that that's where people get it fucked up because they try to label that as them being confident. No, confident is not saying that you look better than somebody else. That's actually very insecure. Confidence is saying, bitch, I'm beautiful.
And it's okay with you being you because I'm me.
Yes.
Like, how was you? Was you about to say something?
Yeah, she answered it. She answered the question.
What was you? Let's talk of, like, speaking of that, like talking your shit.
Yeah.
But you can talk your shit.
I
Because,
know,
bitch, Cotton is in the building.
I
Right.
know.
I wanted to
What
know.
was that
Like, what was that
experience
like?
like? How did you do that? And what are some of the things, like, if there's anything you may have done differently, but talk us through that. Like, what was that experience like for you?
So I'm still kind of on cloud nine. I know that it happened, and I know that, you know what I mean? I know. But sometimes I'm in disbelief. Queen Latifah was my mom. Patti LaBelle played my grandmother. Brandy was my aunt.
Okay.
There was Lenny
Say
Kravitz.
that.
There was Lenny Kravitz. Naomi Campbell asked me what contact lenses I wear. I told her. I feel like that made, she followed me and everything. I was like, oh shit. The guest stars went on and on, but I don't think that that's what makes it special to me. I think it was the fact that it was loved. And I mean, that's beyond the fact. But see, I didn't know that. We were just doing a project. You don't know how people are going to take things. People love the fuck out of that show, girl. And to be a part of that.
Girl, Star was everything.
Benjamin Bratt was my father. Y'all saw him on Catwoman and everything. Like, girl, are you fucking serious? And that came from Instagram. Let's be clear.
Talk about how that, because, people.
That came from that. And I mean, no, that came from me. But Instagram was very key. Lee wrote Cotton, and Cotton was half black, half Spanish. And he was just looking for the girl and could not find her. And his sister was like, well, what's the problem? And he was like, because they told me the story after the fact, but he was like, I'm looking for a trans girl. And she was like, I know. And this is just a person who followed me. Like, I didn't even know that she was Lee Daniels' cousin, but it goes to show how you never know who's watching or what's going on. His blood sister, Girlie, she is actually who Cookie is based off of, just to give you a little personality. Cookie from Empire is based off of his sister, Girlie. That's who suggested him to me. She was like, look no further, I know the girl. Said it like that, so confidently, did not know me at all. And there's a clip online, that Lee says it in the interview. Yeah, my sister, Girlie. And I'm sorry, I keep looking at my friend. My friend is here of 20 fucking years, yo.
Shout out to Vanessa.
Shout out Vanessa. We love you.
I love you, girl, because you were there. We were there. People saw these things. People were there when I got the calls, and it was so much bigger than Star. I think it was just me being celebrated after being demonized, after being dragged through the mud, because we were talking about the ballroom scene, but I think like a lot of that intensity wasn't just that we had fun. We had fun in the ballroom, but the era of me coming up with me being online, that online era, the people were intentionally cruel because I believe that they saw the vision and they did not want that to happen. They didn't want me to believe in myself. I actually think that was the case with a lot of different situations.
They live for you too now.
No, but that's now.
No, like before.
They
you might have
live.
been,
No. Here, I'm not
You
saying that they
inspired a
didn't live.
whole
I
generation.
know. I'm sorry. I feel like because by me being so vulnerable, I think that I'm touching on the things that I don't really touch on. You understand? I always talk about the love and how I love people, and you know what I mean? That is.
But I could imagine how difficult it was for you and, like, say, Laverne, being out there and being that representation.
You see all
Y'all
of
took a
those
lot of the
things.
hate
We
that
have
other girls could
feelings.
come
We are
through.
human beings.
Yeah.
You see all of those things. Like,
Y'all took a lot of
and
hits.
yeah, you may chuckle it off. But imagine even when you joking with your girlfriend and somebody say something that though it's not even intentional, but it hurts your feelings a little bit. And they damn sure don't mean it. Because we are human beings and we're sensitive. So imagine motherfuckers really going out of their way. Can I say that?
Yes.
Oh, because, right, we crazy, sexy, cool.
Yes,
right,
right.
bitch? We,
That's right.
okay. They-
sisters having a conversation.
Girl, I will never dwell on the hate, but I say that to say I think the reason why I'm stressing it is because for those who are inspired, for those who are watching, you have to know that that is what comes, and you have to be prepared for that. A motherfucker can't tell me nothing about myself, so that's the biggest thing that I had to, sit
It
with.
is, because I remember, like, when we would scroll back to look at, like, when, like, I started, like, when you start posting something, you go back and you remove the negative comments. But then when you say, like, don't even look at the comments,
Yes.
become numb to everything, so you don't necessarily have to feel that. Because once you do that, you're opening yourself up to that anger. So that's why I asked you, because I couldn't imagine what it was to be one of the girls to be first represented in mainstream like that. And I know with the praises, there came some pushbacks because they attack us just because they can.
Yes, people don't want to see other people happy. I genuinely believe that a lot of people are miserable, so they try to spread that miserableness. But they already gave, they already blew their cover with me. Because when I was little, and they told me that you look like a girl and you act like a girl, and why you act like that? So y'all are, you know what I mean? So how does it switch when now I present myself as who I am, and now I'm not that? Y'all full of shit. Y'all don't know what the fuck y'all talking about.
How
So
did
let
you
me,
deal with that? How did you deal with that?
because I knew. I think you have to look in the mirror and you have to, whatever version of yourself that you are, you have to love that and know. Because how can somebody tell you who you are?
That's true.
How did you transition from because now you were controlling your own narrative, like on social media, your pictures, your things. You was creating your own story. Now you're playing a story of someone else in
Yeah.
the series. This is a controlled environment that now you have to show up to work certain amount of hours a day, so and so and so. And a lot of people know Amiyah to be the party girl that
Yeah.
has fun. All of these things. How did you deal with that? How did you show up in that? How did you just, even for myself, it's scary going from, now I know I have to do this, particular thing and be under this restriction and do this and that. How did you do that? How did you transition to that?
So I had to. I didn't have a choice. That wasn't an optional job. That was a miracle that came to me. And by by any means necessary, I was going to do it. There's no such thing as an off day when you work in a set or a show. Because there's so many moving parts to it. What the fuck do you mean you don't feel good? And not to say it like that and not to, but that's what they say. That's how sets are. I know everybody here knows that, because if 25 people are here but one isn't and we need that piece, that's not possible. So even if it's 45 minutes later or an hour later, and I've never even done that. You know that, yes, I'm a party girl, but I'm a Capricorn. So I'm very serious. It can become a very serious bitch. It's the duality of it. Yes, we can crawl on the ceiling and dance on the countertops, but bitch, if I got a job at 8, I'm going to pick up that money at 7:30.
Let's go.
Well,
I definitely want to ask you a question. How did it feel to have your life so out in the open, dating, everything that you
No
see?
privacy.
But that's why I'm so kind of elusive now, to be honest. That's why I feel like I share so much, and I'm going to share more. This is me coming back into it, but I had to hold something for me.
Take a break.
There are pictures, I can go online and find pictures of myself I've never seen. So when I'm bored, that's what I do. Oh, wow, I hate that one. Oh, I'm sending that to my mom. But imagine that. You're not going through your photo album. You are going to look online for pictures of yourself. And again, it's not the end of the world. I think that me noticing things and realizing things and speaking on things, it's not me complaining about them, but it's just that's my reality. How is it? It's intense to be so exposed. It's intense to have, people. I feel like I share so much of myself with the world, but I don't feel like I want to not have some of myself left for me.
So let me ask you a question to that question. When you say that, have something left for you, when did you know that it was time to step away and take time for you? What was it? What was that defining moment when you said, you know what, I've had enough?
Star, because I did it. In my mind, I did it. So around second season for Star, if you notice, Star was on TVs, and I post a little meme did y'all like the episode? And see y'all next week. No pictures, no videos, no nothing. Because I was living life for me. But at that point, now I have comfort. Like, I'm not working or I'm not hustling for attention or for clout. That's not what I'm after. I want peace and comfort. I want to be able to provide for myself and my family and not have to worry. I want to live comfortably. I don't, baby, not beyond my means at all. Something comfortable I can contain and control, and I have, but now it's about maintaining it. That's the name of the game for me. Yes.
You know how
I
to
mean,
put it
I'm
out
It's so
now.
big like that. Where do you go next? Like, what's
I think that there is a grief that comes with success. Oh. I think there is. Because after you achieve something, imagine having this goal and you look at it every day and you fight for years to get there. And then once you finally do it, you wake up the next morning after the amazing party, after the fireworks and the balloons, after the pony and everything, and you like, so what do I do now? And I had to figure that out. And it took years. That's what I've been doing. When you wonder where am I is, I'm alive, the wigs is on, the face is T. But I'm trying to figure out what T is, fuck, bitch, sickening. You know that's my favorite. But that's what I've been doing. What do you like, baby? What makes you happy? What inspires you? So I decided on October 11th to do a sober year. So it was 6 months on May 11th. Wait, is it May 11th? Oh, thank you. Thank you. It was 6 months. It will be 7 months on the 11th, on May 11th. It just happened because I wanted to see things clearly. I really wanted to focus. I felt like I had given myself that rest, but now it's time to get back on the horse. And by us doing that, let's put our best foot forward and let's, be alert and be aware. And that along with the desire of wanting change, because that's what it all stems from. I've had the idea to want to do certain things and to want, to just make my life the best that it can be. I think that when people talk about changing their lives or changing things about it, you don't have to have a bad life to make change, because nobody is perfect. Don't you want to be better?
Better every day.
See, I think when people think that sometimes when you have to admit that you want change or desire change, that there's something fucking wrong. Nothing is wrong. I want to be better. Yeah, I want to see clearer. I want to be more focused. I want to be the best fucking version of myself, because I'm not going to have this sexy body all, for all these years. Let's do it. Let's focus now. I'll have time to fuck around later.
yes?
Oh
You're
my
going to be the better versions of us, baby. It's that era, baby. Look, you said one moment I always think back on is, we always speak about being stealth. There was an era where we were stealth, and where you was on the internet. Nobody knew what to.
You text me.
bitch.
I'll see that story.
Bitch.
When I posted that half and half picture, which was kind of like an unheard of thing. The
Yes.
MO was when you was real, you develop as the woman that you need to be, and then you go away and you start your life and you mind your business and just be kind. This is therapeutic. Can I say thank you?
And you know what's crazy?
Can I say
Because
thank you?
As you were saying it, I was like, in my mind, is
Look,
this
I'm
the
fighting
first?
with this coke. God damn it! My look
You
was
do
already,
have to
but the
have
look
that.
was served,
No,
right?
you did that.
The
Now
look
just
was
take it off the
served. Let me
shoulder.
take
Is
this.
Is this your
Pull me,
first time like
Tabby.
talking like this openly since?
God damn.
Who?
We got
Ms.
the.
I gotta
Abby?
ask that. I want to ask
Yes,
that.
I don't. My life, my private life, I share so many things, So, no, I don't have to. Share what's going on with me emotionally. How much more? How much more do they?
Thank you. And I say,
Want.
like, how much more do they almost want you to bleed out and turn yourself inside out, but that has to be a personal thing. Was this the first time like you had this conversation?
But before she go
openly
into
like
that, you was into like the story of putting up the picture
I'm sorry,
before it
sis.
happened.
Oh
And
yes,
coming
yeah,
on the
let's go
box.
back
So
to
that was by me doing. So Ballroom was on YouTube. I was 17. There were clips because I'm kind of setting it up of how everything kind of happened. So people would take those ballroom clips and see. I call it prostitute homes.
What I just said,
me and
was good for a
me
hum.
and that's what I call. I'm gonna give y'all that secret, and you just gotta pull them together like this to
She was good for
give
a
you
hum.
that clue.
See, I don't know how to do her.
I'm a sister. Because we talk about that. Because Tim be like, I want my hair flat, and I be like,
She be
no,
like, no.
jack it up off your head, sister. Sit it off your head, sister.
I'm New York. I was used to the girls that
She
would
be like, I want it flat, flat.
They be getting
I be
no
brushing
gonna
Tempress
hump it.
hair. What we say, I love y'all. It just feels like we are just, like we
It's
just on the
good.
couches
It's
talking at
good.
home.
And that's what we wanted.
What was I saying? Oh yeah, the photo. So when the ballroom clips and stuff was coming out, people started talking. Is she trans? What's trans? What's this and stuff like that. So to get in front of it, because that's what type of person I am. I'm not going to give you anything to criticize. I'm going to own it. Yes, this is me at prom with a fade. This is me. Oh my God, I'm beautiful with titties. Surprise. And I let people do what they want with it. And when you think about it, it was actually an amazing move because now you can't shame me. There's not no secret. Expose me. People talk about, do you know? Nigga, you know because I told you.
Yeah.
It's that type of vibes. Tempress called me like, sister, are you okay? What's... And not in a bad way, not in there, but it's because it was so different. It was completely stepping off the path that I would, that the ladies before us had set. We had plans, nationals, championships. This is what we doing. And it's like, but I was like, no, sister, this is going to do it.
It was over.
Because me standing in my transness does not compromise or change my womanhood. Bitch, I am a woman, and I'm a proud trans woman, and I can say that and stand in that. Why should I have to tiptoe around the world? I could have did it, though. They would have never knew, bitch. I'd have been like Carmen Sandiego. But why do I want to do that? I want to be myself proudly. Stand out and live out loud. So I say that to say, and you were not the only one, though. It was especially my older sisters and moms and shit from New Orleans, because it was like, what the fuck are you? What? It was like,
Put that out there.
no, this gonna do it. Just let it cook. Let it. I knew, I really, really believed in it. Because again, when you're confident with yourself, this is me standing proud of who I am. And let me add now, I think that, and it's not about ownership. It's not about who did what. Or I'm just happy that it's done. Now it's a thing.
People are actually posting their before
Now
and
it's a
after.
thing. It's a thing.
That's why I say you're one of the most influential girls, whether you feel like you're giving those props or flowers or not. Like you have definitely been that girl.
You
Bitch,
definitely
before we knew about
carry.
motherfucking lace fronts and makeup and all
Especially
that
the
stuff,
color
bitch,
one.
you was giving it.
Thank you.
Bitch, the fuck, she was giving, and that come from anybody, like cis women, trans women, everybody was following you and has been following your journey and wanting that. Bitch, Amiyah had it, I want it. I want my hair like that. I want that color, bitch. I want that, the girls, the little girls. Like, when you say, I'm sure a lot of hate did come from it too. But what I was blessed to see, and like even that moment for me, that's why I always talk about it, because it was very liberating for all of us. And to see you still succeed, like, to see it not take anything away from you was like, oh, maybe we can say that, because I come from that era where, bitch, we wasn't saying that.
Yeah.
Like, so it was like shocking, but it was like stuff. It was like, I was like, yes, this is loving. And it may have taken me a little bit longer to come after that, but it did. It let me be like, bitch, I'm trans too.
We can, yes, and be
Like,
comfortable
what I'm
and stand
saying?
in it and be proud. Y'all not gonna make me be ashamed of who I am. This is who I am. I'm not gonna accept that. How is being trans wrong when I'm trans and I'm alive and I love it, y'all? Y'all wrong. Y'all fucking wrong.
I love that. I love that.
What was you gonna say?
Well, no, I was just, it was interesting to me because, like, you did go on a hiatus and you did give yourself some time. This is the first time talking about it openly.
I'm so sensitive right now. I swear, I'm just gonna say it. When Tempress and I were together, we're in the same house, and she had mentioned it, and I was like, sister, I'm not ready. I don't, I'm on break, and it wasn't. I was like, I'm going to. Yeah, I would love to, but I'm not ready. She was like, sister, and I thought about it, and it's like, what better place than my sisters to be comfortable, to be vulnerable? This is, I would never give CNN this. I would never even probably, speak this comfortably. I would never cry or nothing like that, but I needed that. I'm a human being. So yes, it's perfection and shit perfection, all the old quotes and shit like that, but it's not. No, I'm not perfect. Nobody is perfect. I am human. I feel things. I cry. I scream. I get angry. Sometimes my wig don't be on right. Do not tell nobody that. That's real vulnerable. But you understand, it's life. It is like it happens to all of us, but I do think sometimes I don't get the same grace to be or to mistake or to have those moments.
Speaking about that, let's talk about a moment. First of all, when are you coming back to ballroom to give them a little piece, because bitch, mother,
It's
you're
coming.
fucking sitting, bitch.
It's
I
coming
need
so
you-
bad. I swear to
Um,
God, bitch,
okay.
drink your water and take your moans.
Yeah, okay.
She's coming. She's coming to sweep. But I say that for myself,
Yeah,
not
no,
about
you
nobody
fuck
else.
them.
I feel.
Much yellow time now,
I
bitch.
feel like myself. I feel fucking amazing. So yeah, and I still motherfucking got it. So we're getting on the track. It's actually better than ever. This is not my final. What a camera. This is not my final form.
Let's go.
There's so much more to come, but y'all are gonna give me the room to grow. We all gonna grow. We all gonna do it. We're gonna enjoy it. Can I say it's gonna be fun though?
So you came back.
Yes.
You did your little one too.
Yes.
And so how do you feel about that
That
moment?
that moment. So we won the as a house ball. My last time walking, I did not like it at all. But I say that to say that was right before I decided that I may not have been okay. So I don't think that I was okay then. I think that I was in pain, but I think at that point I was like, we can do this. Let's push through it. And then my husband does not fuck around. We can get a pony. You understand? So when you have that, it's like, well, yeah, we got, come on, okay, new wig and new, but it's like, no. And I think that at that moment, it wasn't the results, it wasn't the look, because I'm a mother. So I think more than anything, I have to first say that that's on me. It wasn't my best night. There'll be more, you know? There,
I think
period.
there's a lot of pressure to-
Put a
people-
pin in, you know what I mean, to say that and then to go on to the explanation, because I never want to place blame on anyone. You know, it's easy to
But
be like,
people
well,
did
this was,
like say like do this, do that. I mean,
it
it was a couple of
it
opinions.
was
that
fucked
pretty
up.
good.
It was fucked up.
We
I
got ready
think-
together.
I
so-
think that what I realized from it, and that's why, because everything is a lesson. The lesson was that I think that everyone was excited that I was coming back. So no one meant any harm, but everyone exaggerated everything for me. So imagine my jewelry man saying, I made the earrings bigger and the staff bigger because I love you. Well, thank you, but now I can't carry it. And then my dress man said, well, guess what? I put more tools, so the train is bigger. Well, thank you, but we didn't. So I'm not blaming nobody, but I think that everyone's excitement, by the time it was done, and my hair completely changed last moment, but that's the excitement. No, my hair was $3,000.
Jeez.
My hair was $3,000, and I'll never wear that again. We talked about that. I said that I was gonna put that wig on a mannequin in a glass case in my house so I can look at it, and every time I look at it, I know to always go with my first thoughts.
Because I had no idea that wasn't your first thought. And at that time,
My friend
I didn't
Mandy
wanna
was
question-
there. Mandy don't go to balls. You
Yeah,
know that.
baby, I
Mandy was
know.
there to do my hair. I was supposed to, I don't want to give my tea away, but I was feeling, black snatch. Let's
yeah.
give Princess. I wanted Princess of the Frog. We took it to Sailor Moon Intergalactic.
I thought
We need crystals. The hair got
I
to
thought
sit
my
off.
sister
the-
was feeling real
Girl,
fantasy. I
what
thought she's going for the
But
fantasy.
it's when everybody's so excited. Imagine having a team and the first flying and they're calling Missy Elliott Diamond Man and
Okay.
everybody is. I had a look that I liked, guys. But that's when you just become the racehorse then. Now they petting you. Oh, you're stunning. Bitch, I can't walk. The hair's so big, the dress is wobbling, but that's life. And I can clown with myself, bitch, because I am motherfucking stunning. It will be
bitch.
better. And like I said, the hair was $3,000, and I don't stress
was.
the price for the price. I stress is to say that's an expensive ass lesson. You know what the fuck? I could have, girl, my hair could have touched the ground for $3,000. And now I have this helmet wig with a cluster of crystals ready for Continental. You live and you learn.
I'm glad we could laugh about it.
Can I
You know,
say,
because-
because that's my niece. Congratulations to Simone. I loved her look.
congratulations.
I loved her look that night. If we're discussing the ball, I did. I like stuff like that. It was bubbly and crystally and stuff. And yeah. Yes, and shout out to me, Shalay. Sister, I love you so much. And I know that you know that this is less about for you and more about for them. I was not in a great place that night. And we don't have, we don't have no issues. I just want to say that that's my sister. I love you. You looked amazing that night. And I wish that our first battle was that I was in a better place mentally. I mean, like it's been on my heart. And we talked about it at Sovereign after me, her, and Lola. You know
love
how
that.
we do after the ball. But I wanted the public to know because I think that when I'm in a bad place, that's my sister. Now, that's one of my real sisters. I love her. We at the same homes. We do the same things. So I just say that's when or how the pain can affect you, I blacked
And
the
you
fuck
taking
out.
ownership.
My dress lit up. Oh, hold on. Can we just, because I have to add that
It's
in
a
there
lot.
too.
Yes, I'm
My dress literally was fully LED. So before it even started, I was not supposed to walk if we could not turn off the lights. It was agreed that we could. I was told that we could. They got turned off. I wasn't coming out. Bitch, I come out in my dress. It's okay. It's okay. But yes,
It was an
I
We
expensive
talked
lesson.
about ownership
I
earlier, and
blacked
you
the
just did
fuck
that.
out because at that point it's like I don't look how I want to look. Now my dress, I wanted to just have my little Disney moment. I didn't care win or lose. I just would have spent around and let my dress change colors. Whatever it is, that's just, I didn't even get that. So
a lot
I
of
think
times we
that when they
overthink
cut the lights on me, I was not even there no more. You can, because I haven't even watched it, to be honest. It's one of those things for me because I did not feel like myself, and that's okay though. But I say that to say that, not that, but that was a time where it went along to whereas we realized, you know what, we might not be okay because that's not, I've won balls, I've lost balls, but my spirit was not right that night. My inner, the glow, what it usually is, win, lose, or draw. So that's why I talk about it. Because it's like, yeah, no. We have to run that back. So you ask, am I coming back? Yes. So I could walk a ball and feel the spirit and enjoy it how I want it, with hair of my choosing, with clothes, with no, that fit, and no, we don't need no extra.
We don't need no
We already
extra.
talked about
Yes,
it. It's
we already
executive
know.
decisions, and that's that. But no, I'm coming back. Briefly though, not like I want to. Back in the era where I came out, overall mothers were elusive, mystical creatures. And when you saw them out, you was like, oh my fucking God, is that Stephanie Milan, bitch? Is that Trigony? Like,
How do you feel about that era of woman right now that we're in?
I feel like it's different. But I think that life and everything evolves, so it's not bad. But I do think that so I think that we celebrated each other more back in the day. I will say that. By a lot. You could hit a room move when people came out, and that's not all from their house. That's just the love because you're
Said that.
out. They don't do that no more. I mean, goddamn, we were all in different houses back then too, but the love was still there because these are your friends and these are our people. And you're like, are you good? I'm like, yeah, I am. But it's like, no, I'm not. And if I said that I wasn't, then what I'm going through. I think I just needed. Sometimes we just need a hug, girl. Sometimes we just need support. I say that all the things that I talk about or say that I was going through, I didn't need. It wasn't anyone's responsibility to do anything. So no one was obligated to do anything. I wasn't, but I did need a hug. Sometimes we do need somebody to be like, sister,
It's okay.
It's okay.
It's okay, and we need that. And it's crazy because I was saying that earlier that at times we are responsible for our own healing.
Yeah.
Like when you said that, you took accountability.
I'm
You also said that I wasn't doing.
I wasn't okay. I wasn't, like, I know myself. So when you don't feel like yourself, there's nothing wrong with that, but you can get back to that. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I was still technically stewing in the pot. I wasn't coming back out till after my sobriety. It's October 11th. We did a clean year. We feel beautiful. We're back happy. Because if you're drinking, it's not about me doing this year wasn't because having fun is bad or drinking is bad, but I wasn't drinking from a happy place. That is the difference. Do your motherfucking thing. If you turning up cartwheel, bitch, like Coyote Ugly and have fun. But I have a drink or two, and now I'm crying or shaking in the club, and now I'm thinking about shit that you're hurting, baby. So you're not drinking for fun, you coping. No. I'm not going to allow myself to do that because I realize that's the thing. You can't change what you don't know. But when I realized that, we're not drinking, everybody having fun. You're not having fun, girl. What's wrong, baby? No.
My next question for you, you was the first girl to win 5K.
Second.
The second?
Yes, because Raquel won first.
Yeah, she did. I'm so sorry. Shout out to Raquel. But you had a big moment.
Yes,
How
and
was
I
that
was,
for you?
because we were the highest paid faces together, then that means we were tied, right? So it's a good feeling to be that. I realized that recently, so thank you. Because people was like, oh, I'm the highest paid face and stuff. And I was like, well, damn, was I? And I was like, wait, I was. Yeah, she won first and I won second. And then that's when the price just, we went to the 75, to the 10, to the 12, we're at 20. It's going to keep going. That's why I said I'm just going to sit in the cut, let the pot get to like 35, 50. Them hoes is going to see me.
That's what I'm talking about.
So now that you have this time to go through your sobriety and stew and everything, what are some of your goals and dreams that you want to,
So I definitely
and
want to
think
start a
embark on?
business. I definitely want, and I have businesses, I've started them, but I want to branch out into something different. I don't want the entertainment to be like my only thing. I want it to be something that I do. If opportunities come, I have a great time. I like decorating houses. So development and shit is real big right now, but I'm in my stage of I want to do what makes me happy. Hell, I like training exotic cats. I have a thing for exotic cats. But I love animals, period. But just right now, we're in the exotic cat era. Love it. Love it. They can, climb the ceiling fans and stuff. I'm like, get down and, teach them how to jump. It's I want to just do. So what really fucked me up was that to bring happiness to people's lives, to inspire people. And I'm told this, and to not be able to do that same thing to myself. Girl, I would go home like, what the fuck? How can I not make myself happy when I'm bringing happiness to other people? And I don't regret it nor complain about it, but that's something that fucked me up. Many times I cried myself to sleep because it's like, this does not make fucking sense. This does not make sense. So yes, I'm still on that journey, but I've been doing great on it. I have found happiness. Because happiness is created, it's not found, it's created by you. And so I'm doing all the things to create that happiness in that space for myself. And I can see it more than anything, I can feel it more than anything. The shell and the exterior is always going to look a certain way, and that's with anybody. But it's the light inside of you that dims and flickers. And people who only see you, who look at you, who know you are the ones who see that and realize that.
Wow.
Damn, I'm deep.
You deep, girl.
I love it.
I love you.
People need this. People need this. And there's so many people who are going through the same thing, or have those same type of feelings
talk about
that
it.
need to
That's
hear
exactly
someone
what
else say it, and especially someone like yourself.
I just want people to know that they're not alone. And I think that, because I went into this thinking, how vulnerable am I going to be? We've done many interviews before. I've done interviews, and, I skim the surface. I'm very good at what I do. I say a little bit, don't say nothing at all. Giggle and smile a little bit. I'm almost think that I'm fidgeting because I feel like I'm releasing almost. So it's new for me, Like my body is almost reacting to it. Like, bitch, yes, talk about it, free it, be honest, because what's safer space to do it?
I love that. Thank you for that.
I
I'm
love
so
y'all.
honored for you.
I love this energy too, and this where you're at, because this is how I was feeling. To hear people talk about this, especially in who you are, this is something that I was going through after it was like something like that. I lost a really major ball, and I knew at that moment the way I reacted towards
I'm
it.
not right.
It was time,
It's time
for me
for
to get it
something.
together, and time for me to take a break. And I just am in a much better place now. But I just commend you for even stepping in and noticing that it's time that you gotta focus
Thank you.
on yourself.
Because if we don't change it, I heard you speaking of the topic earlier, you'll get caught in a cycle. And I went around a few times. So it wasn't necessarily the ball, but the ball was, I think, my final spin
you
cycle or
realize
one of
it.
them.
Yeah.
Just
You
like, wait a
was like
minute.
that,
Like,
we're
this
not,
means like that?
we're not okay. You're not okay. It's not,
Yeah.
and we can be. But acknowledgement is there, first. I had a situation, the ball, I think it was like a 1, 2, 3. The ball happened. Then my family, I had a situation, that was just very intense. And finally, I was about to have a fight. And I was about to have, but now. Like, I had to ask myself at the point that I'm at in life. And I'm talking about like a street fight with a male security guard on the corner of Tulane and Broad in New Orleans.
They don't know you got a little hand. Like,
Oh, that was the final straw. Now, that is when I snatched myself out of back. 'Cause it was that 1, 2, 3. Like, you are not okay, baby girl. You're like, we're not about to fight a security guard. And I would, but it's like, we're not going to do this. We're not gonna do this. There's something hurting you, there's something bothering you, and you didn't traumatize yourself, baby. You don't deserve it. That's what I have to constantly tell myself and reassure myself, and that's what I want people. I mean, well, I would hope, because I'm learning too, so I don't know. But you have to be sensitive with yourself.
And give yourself grace. I
Yes.
always tell
Choose
people that.
healing.
You didn't traumatize yourself,
That's so-
but the
that's
healing
so
is on
deep.
you.
Oh my,
And that's not
traumatizing
fair. I
yourself.
had to
didn't
look in the mirror and
traumatize
realize
myself.
that that's not fair, but that is life. They'll hurt you, but you have to heal it.
That was real
Because
deep.
they're
I
not, the
didn't
people who
traumatize
hurt you are
myself.
not coming back to help you.
No, they're not.
That was so deep. That was deep, especially, you know, that statement of I didn't traumatize myself.
Yeah.
And that's the problem with hurt people. It's like we pass that trauma on to the next individual. And then we don't, like you said, we don't go back to heal that. It's like you have to find how to even heal yourself
Yeah.
and how to, what is right. But what I'm learning on the path that I'm on is I'm piecing my life together how I want it and what feels good for me. And that's what I love about this journey. I love this journey that I'm on. So I'm proud of you.
Thank you.
This couch is a part of healing.
It
Like
is.
this is
Isn't
this is the
it?
safe
I was
space.
gonna
Shout out
say,
to us, y'all.
I
We
feel
feel
it.
like
no
this is
shade. I was sitting here when you were saying that, and I was like, because you keep saying, I feel like I'm sitting here with my sisters. I just, and when we was talking, that's what we wanted it to feel like.
Yeah, like I'm gagging a little
everybody
bit.
was
Like
just
I
sitting-
am gagging because I'm an overthinker. I'm a Capricorn. So in my mind, I'm like, bitch, we is really, but it's like, yeah.
This is
Yeah,
like,
Bitch,
it's
it's
okay.
about time, baby.
I had my moment.
And I feel like I can breathe, you know. I feel like I've shown a vulnerable side of me that maybe will add much more understanding to the layers. It's an onion. It's so much, you know.
And even if they don't, it's
Yeah,
just
fuck
you.
them. But overall, but for the ones that support me, that's
I
the
want
one
them to
thing
know
about
doesn't
me.
matter.
Like, and I say that because I can talk a little shit. I really don't give a fuck, and I think that everybody who knows me. Yes, I think that everyone who knows me knows that. Bitch, and it's not, like, I support everybody, I live for everybody, but I don't talk negatively of people. I dead conversations when people do that. I intentionally try to protect my peace. I stay in my lane. So when people try to swerve into my shit, you'll crash. No survivors.
Love it.
Like,
That's how it go.
I know that's something like
because there's nothing wrong with
Stay in your
protecting
lane.
your peace, and that is the thing.
lane.
When you don't mess with people and stuff like that, you'll never make me feel bad for protecting myself. No, you do not get that access to me. You don't get to dictate anything. We all have kingdoms. There's kingdoms. You know, there's so many queens and so many castles and so many kingdoms. Run your shit. Control your shit. Just like I'm gonna do mine and we're gonna do ours, and everybody, yes, we can come together and do shit, but it's like it doesn't have to be, nobody is in charge of nobody.
What's a regular day for you? Like people see like the glitz and glam and all that stuff, but you're really like a homebody. Like you love New Orleans.
I'm
and
a
it's part of
pies.
your-
Let's talk about those
you love
pies.
cooking.
So I
and
was
stuff like
talking
that.
to my friend, and I don't want to say that, but I think I'm like trying to push away from being like a hermit almost. I don't know if it's because I'm overstimulated when I'm out. Shit goes crazy every time. It don't matter if it's the gas station or Walgreens or just walking out the hotel or like, and I think that sometimes it is a lot to sit down with. It is a lot to process and, you know, kind of unpack at night. So I just, you know, kind of hold it. And I go out and I do it, but it's like, okay, once a month, yeah, cool. Come out, say hi and everything, and then I be in my bed like, you know, wow, that was a lot. It's intense. I think that energy is real. People, do you know how it feels to have people pet you? Or walk past you and like sniff you? And I don't mean
Oh,
sexually, I
God.
mean weird. Like just, it's too, that's not a good feeling to have people lift you up and then begin to walk a little bit. And I'm not saying you were trying to, it's scary. My family, I've been out and my family has been nervous. And I mean, keep in mind, I'm not saying it is some type of pandemonium. Sometimes I can go out and, bitch, it's nothing. And sometimes I go out and it is uncomfortable. So I think having to be prepared to walk outside, and it could be anything. It's a lot to prepare for. So I just sit in, I sit. I'll stay in the house for 3 days, my door won't open.
It's
You
a
know.
comfort zone.
Yeah, I'm my only child too, so it's like I'm safe
know how to-
here.
You from
Right.
New Orleans.
We do that.
And you
What
also
is
gave
your
so much of
favorite
your
dish?
life.
You from New Orleans. What is your favorite dish?
So I love crawfish pie, I love jambalaya, and I love fried catfish. and dick.
Dick.
Specifically from New Orleans.
They said they got big meat out there.
They
Don't tell our secrets, girl. They all gonna come. They all gonna come. They all gonna come. I joke.
Oh my God, I think we touched on some. Is there anything else, y'all? Or y'all want to get to the game?
I'm ready for the game. Are you
Is
ready?
Can we
anything
just do
that
one
you
little
wanna-
happiness segment? I just feel like it was a lot of pain.
No.
Can we just
I
key
think
for
we have
something?
time.
I don't even care what we talk about,
But
you
the
know?
game is fun.
Okay,
The
okay.
game is
The game
fun.
is
Don't
fun.
make me out to be
But we
no
could
sad
talk about,
bitch, you
no,
know?
I don't think nothing was sad.
I think this was
I think
great.
there was a lot of
released
no.
a lot.
I'm just not used to being emotional.
It's
I'm a
the-
Capricorn,
You
so I
released a
released
lot.
and I did it intentionally, but now I'm sitting back like,
No.
No, girl, this was good.
okay. No,
This
I
is
don't
gonna
doubt
change
it.
lives.
Like, I think if I did not feel like this, then it wouldn't be new and different. You're seeing me live going through the motions like, oh, wow, vulnerability.
Scary.
This is new and it's
Let's just have
needed
that
and I'm
issue.
excited.
And that's why I was like, I had my moment. Because it's scary when you leave yourself open like that. Because you become vulnerable and you're open to people. And like I said, that's why I said that I couldn't imagine what you and Laverne Cox had to deal with being out there like that. And at times not being able to be vulnerable because you had to put this defense up. So when you come back and you're vulnerable, you leave yourself open because for me, people will draw their own conclusion over you just because you're trying to protect yourself.
Yeah.
But then when you become vulnerable, it's like, are they going to attack me now?
And I think, but with the vulnerability, I'm not worried about being attacked because I think that the vulnerability comes a new comfortability. Like I told you, they'll get fucked up coming by me now because my eyesight is laser focused. Like I did that intentionally. I'm not drinking, I'm sober, so I can see. I love having a good time, but the block is real hot and important decisions need to be made. So bitch, I need to focus. We are coming up to a very important crossroad. What are we going to do? Who are you going to marry? That is serious shit. We're not dating at 17 no more. Nigga, do you know how to build a house?
That's right. What do you know how to do?
You know? Like, oh shit, this my red boy. You think it's flat?
You think this is fine?
Yeah.
But you talked about that moment. I mean, like, we could talk to her forever, ever, because bitch, you know, this is.
It feels,
loving this.
thank
Like,
y'all. I know I keep saying it, but it's about time.
Did you
know?
realize how big that moment was when you was in it though? Like when you was
What?
going to set every day
Star-
and shit like that? Okay.
Yes, but that's why I, like, girl, yeah, big money is quiet. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, big
What
money is gone.
what inspires you? What inspires you to be you? Like as far as to go as hard as in the world, the entertainment world, even just what inspires you?
I mean, it's the child like me. It's the child that I made a promise to that we was gonna do it. It's the baby that cried at night because they didn't belong and it was called a fag or they said they acted like a girl. And now I know that that's a good thing, baby. You can't. You know, that's who I do it for. That baby that was hurt. That baby was hurt. That baby was hurt so long up until now. Some of them tears were them. You know?
Okay.
Well, let's play the game.
So you know what time it is. This is where we get crazy, we get sexy, and we get cool. This is the Femme Queen Crazy and Sexy Cool Shot Game Hour. And we're about to get messy with the girls. Stay tuned.
Listen, we don't even know these questions this time. I'm tell you before. Yeah,
Oh my God,
usually
the
we write them.
audience
We let
made it?
other people write them
I don't
tonight.
be scared of no questions.
If that's everybody, be like, we
Yes,
coming
everybody
back.
loves to come
Yeah, we
back.
did one on
Everyone.
show where we just have like some
All
of our
the
favorite
Oh,
games.
bitch, I'm gonna get on that
guests.
Jack Daniels. This is gonna be a whole different type of show. Okay. Let's see. So I just pick.
You have to pick 3 though, but one at a time.
Work Post-its, especially like a little seal. Okay. Because it's a good one. Because which of your star co-stars did you not get along with? Yes, and it's nobody, because we're like a real life family for real. And it's not me being corny, you know.
Yeah.
We hang out beyond star. That was my first acting experience, so I didn't know. I thought that was normal. I was like, oh shit, y'all be like, so y'all do movies and become a family, and it's like, no, that was just because I think we were all like around the same age. We had such veterans in the game that you know they're not gonna be on set. Like it was like summer camp every day. So no, it wasn't. I think the bitch that canceled it. How about that? Okay. So what is a ballroom moment you wish you could do over? Well, shit, I feel like we talked about that one so much, you know. So it would obviously be that one with the idea that I had at first. Yeah.
Okay.
Because I won all the other ones pretty much.
Okay.
Come on, we not crunk. Damn, was I supposed to? Y'all take a shot then. How about that? Something.
Bring
Shit.
on the tequila.
Just okay, yeah.
No, we'll take the
You gotta
shot.
liven it up a little something, right? All
Just
right.
kidding. No,
Good.
it's okay.
Yeah, you was like, no, ma'am.
Wait, what did it say?
I mean, because it's the same thing. It said, what happened? So what happened with your effect at the Mary J. Blige ball?
Okay, no.
Yeah, I mean, because I said it.
Yeah,
It
we
was
said
a
it.
fully LED dress, and the dress did not light up. My hair was as heavy as a bowling ball, and I was very angry that it cost so much. Okay,
Here's the other one.
let's do another one for fun. Who was the last man you had from the scene? Rate him. Chop tens or grand prize. Oh, shit.
Bitch.
What?
How you doing?
Ask for some fun.
You want to know what's so funny as well?
relationships.
Wait, let me read this again. Who was the last man you had from the scene? Rate him. Chop tens or grand prize. Not being funny, but I guess it ties into the whole kind of what I'm doing now. So I've been celibate since June. Now that wasn't planned though, but niggas is just, they not shit.
You
So
answered
it's
that
not,
cute.
it's not hard to say no. But I think it's just because you could get distracted, quickly. I love men, I love dating, I love love. But I didn't eat, I'm a little full. My plate is very full. So I think taking that time to focus on myself, so that happened before the sobriety, but the sobriety was like a conscious choice. I'm not, I want it to mean something. Because I don't want to, we're humans. There's nothing wrong with having sex. There's nothing wrong with having fun. But when I'm trying to focus on being the best version of myself, some dick is the last thing that I need. But not to the question. The last nigga from Ballroom that I had, a conversation with?
I didn't write it. No, I think they mean relations.
Oh.
Sexual relations.
Was it
Who did
tens
I
or
date?
chop? Which
Who
one
did I
was
date
it?
from the scene? I don't think I dated nobody from the scene, right? Did I?
Uh-oh.
That's your question.
No, I didn't.
Oh, well. I guess.
That's it.
She said, no, I'm going to want another one.
Which ballroom overall mother do you want to battle? Oh, wow. I'm open to a battle, period. I think I just want a fun battle. How about that? I don't want it to be, I want us to have fun. What I'd really like, and I think it's kind of is me kind of tying into the question, I want the girls to play how they used to do on Femme Queen Let's Play, where everybody come out, and they need to hype it up like that again. Give the girls a moment to feel it and to have fun, but not have to come in full fucking wedding dresses and crystals and shit. And I'm not saying that's a bad thing, but I think that we have not lost, but have strayed away from the plot of Face. Because back in the day, we just saw the montage video. The girls were effortless. You could come in jeans and a T-shirt. The girls
And
had
the
wet
girls
hair
would
and a
come out.
towel. And I love the opulence. I love it. It just, to me, it turns into Miss Universe. And I love that. Who don't like to put on diamonds and pearls and shit? But if every effect is $10,000, for a ball that might not happen, to have to hide in a janitor's closet, to be in the back of a trunk, now it costs too much to have fun. So I say that to say I would like for the girls to come out. That's a real
That's a
thing.
good one.
That is a
Now
big
it costs
we don't
too
even
much
think
to
about that.
have fun.
We spend more than bitches getting ready for their wedding on ball fucking
Okay.
effects. And people do that multiple times a year. No, baby, that's why y'all see me every 3 years. Because it's just, what do you mean for the possibility for it to maybe not happen?
Say it.
To have to lay down in the back of a trunk, to be behind a car in the alley,
See, we got those days. We had those fun days. We be at 7 or 8 bitches
and having a
you
good
start
time and having fun and
everybody
little
they calling
dresses
us
and
out.
R&B and shit. I just want the girls
And
to
the
come
girl-
out and have fun. So yes, whatever mother, whatever happens, happens. I know we're going to see each other, whoever it may be. But what I do want is for them to, to let the girls play. When everybody's in the building, why not, you know?
Yeah.
Because those are the memories. I still, you know, watch that Femme Queen Face Let's Play clip. That's a legendary clip. And I was, like a baby girl then, but I think to give that to the girls right now would be amazing.
Okay, so the next ball.
Less stress. It's less stress. Less like just
Yeah.
go out there.
Call the
have
girls
fun.
out.
Because that's what
If
they
you
want to
do,
do.
y'all
Girls
want to
have fun.
Let's see if you have it.
Just, I feel like that would be
You
a
have to
cute
get
little
ready.
change.
You stay ready.
If you're already ready. No, if you're already ready.
Okay.
That's what's up. Well, this has been a blessing for me. I love this.
I
This
enjoyed
was
it
great.
so
I hope you
much.
did. I hope you did.
I really did. Girl, this was therapeutic for me. One, I think that it's the beginning of like a new era. Cause that's also, so me saying that I was hiding away was me coming out for my next era. But I think that I had to pay homage to this old one. Bitch, we not about to sweep you under the rug. This version of Amiyah, you was fucking amazing. And you've been through a fucking lot. And it takes a lot of strength and confidence to stand up and say, you know what, I want better and deserve better. So actually, I think that this era might be one of the strongest ones. And I wanted to see her off correctly. And that's what this was for me. And now she's going to go to bed and a new bad bitch is going to emerge. And I want the hoes to really get ready for that.
Still have us. I love that. I can't wait to see your next chapter. Like, you're amazing to me. I know you will soar to higher heights. And we really, truly appreciate you and love you for being here and sharing your story with us. I know so many people has been waiting for this. When we ask names and stuff, don't do that. Don't you do that. I love you.
I love you.
Like, your name always comes up as one of the girls that people want to hear from and see. Not only just is she a fucking perfect 10, we should have talked about perfect 10s.
We can get back into it.
No, she's a beauty and she has a brain and she has a story and we love you and thank you for watching us on another episode of Femme Queen Crazy.
Sexy.
Cool.
Yeah.
It's a wrap.
Look at them passing out, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Tell like this.
Girl, if all the girls just say that once, solidarity. Nessa, fall off the chair too, bitch. Oh, it is?
It's still running.
Okay, okay. Well, I put my fucking coat back on. It's okay. We're gonna try that shit again. Yeah, see, they got all the behind the scenes, so now we call it improvise. The coat has turned into the ambiance.
We gotta play something.
Oh, no, I'm down for it. It took me fast, but we rolled with it. Okay? So we're gonna show them that's how you get it done.
This is what I want y'all to see.
That's how you make the room not be mad. You gotta tell a little joke. Okay? All right. Hold on. Yeah, I was gonna pat my titties. But they got it all anyway, so now the bitches in melted. Is it melted? Okay. Thank you. Well, shit, if it's, here we pause. Girl, you know, I used to say when they do that, it's like, what's wrong? So I had just got tired of, because it was coming out. Ballroom clips were circulating around. I'm sorry. So I was just tired of it coming up. Ballroom clips. That's what you do so they could cut it. Fuck. Okay. Yeah, I was just tired of stuff.